Stop.
That was so loud for some reason. I don't know why. In my ear. But yeah.
In my ear. Yeah.
Welcome. Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast.
Sorry, I'm
Sorry,
trying.
I'm
trying to do this thing.
to do
Because
this
there's wrestling
thing.
on right now.
Wrestling.
Yeah. It's really good.
Yeah.
Kenny Omega just came back.
What he said, that guy came back.
Kenny Omega. He's good. He's very good.
Duet, bitch.
This is more than a duet.
Was it a trio?
Yes. Not anymore, actually. I don't fucking know. It has been a long day and long week. Boy, oh boy. I am exhausted from today. I had to drive all the way to King of Prussia.
Did you see the king?
Nah. I didn't look in the mirror at all. But
oh shit!
It would be funny if it wasn't my last name. But yeah.
Damn it! That does work no matter what.
Yeah. So I headed into King of Prussia. Now this is a very cool story. I've only told two people it so far. One of the persons was with me, and the other person was a different person. Anyway, so. In regards to wrestling, ironically, there are action figures for it.
Of course.
Yeah. In AEW, for their action figures, they have these things called chases for their figures. Mm-hmm. So it's a little bit of a variant of the like whatever character or whatever wrestler it is. And I've already found one before in my life back like half a year ago. Mm-hmm. Now, the thing about these chases is they're 1 in 5,000 or 1 in 1,000, like very limited. That's the amount that is made, and that's how much is made forever, and that's it. Mm-hmm. Stopped today on the way back to work at a Target because the person I was driving with needed to get some gas, and across the street was a Target. I needed to get headphones because ADHD brain that is undiagnosed. So I walk in the toy section. I'm looking at the figs. I always do it. I'm just like, just doing this motion.
Figure the
figs. And you check to see what they got. Mm-hmm. And I see, oh, look, they got CM Punk. CM Punk.
Of course.
Maybe. You maybe actually do. I'm not sure.
I maybe actually probably do.
Cool.
Possibly.
So the regular figure, he's got pants on. Mm-hmm. That's his regular pants gear. He has a hoodie with his dog on it named Larry. His dog named Larry.
Hey, Larry. See you.
So pretty cool figure. I saw that there. I'm like, oh, it's neat to see. I don't really need it. I don't collect that. And then I see there's another one behind it. And I'm like, oh, well, there is a chase in this way. It's probably not this, but finger the fig. Mm-hmm. Chase right behind it. 1 in 5,000 CM Punk. This version, he doesn't have the hoodie. Mm-hmm. You can see all of his tattoos. And he's wearing like the Speedo trunks, like wrestling trunks, as opposed to the pants. 1 in 5,000. Now, how much do you think I paid for it at Target? A run-of-the-mill action figure off the shelf.
How do much action figures run nowadays? Would you pay like $12?
20.
Oh, okay.
$20. Mm-hmm. Now, how much do you think this 1 of 5,000 figures selling for currently on eBay? I'm sorry, what?
2,000? I don't know. I just jumped out the window with a guess.
I wish.
$200.
Jesus Christ. $350.
Okay. All right.
$350.
And you got it for $20.
$20. The first one that I found back in the day, I sold for $200 and got it for $20. And now I found this one. That first one actually, Yeah, 100%, 100%. Yeah. I was gonna see. Now, here's where it gets. I don't know. I feel bad because Brett, friend of the show, Haptic Intel.
Yes.
Sadly, well, first of all, has COVID. Hopefully, you get better soon. If you're hearing this,
please get better.
Yes.
Or we will kill you.
If you don't get better, we'll kill you and make sure that you don't get better anyway. Jesus Christ. He collects all these AEW figures, every single one. Mm-hmm. CM Punk being one of his favorite wrestlers. I'm like, I got to message Brett and be like, yo, I got it. I found it. Mm-hmm. Now, here's the thing. Brett's a good friend. And I'm like, listen, I'll let you. I think if you want this, you can shoot me an offer and I'll give you a friend discount. But like, just know that like it's going for
$20.
It's going for $350. And he's like, I'll give you $50 in a package of Liquid Death. And I'm like, that's like, I'm like, listen, man, I hate to be that guy. I know that you're a fan of him, but I'm also like, it's almost $400.
Yeah.
Like, that's a nice vacation. Staycation, probably. You know, I don't have to work for a couple days because of this thing. But couple days. But yeah, so that was a cool thing that I found today, and I was really excited for it. I suffered through the morning not having my headphones because my brain is constantly like doing stuff. Like if I could monologue what my brain is actually thinking, I don't think I could speak fast enough. Like it's just going. And
what are you thinking about?
Just random shit that is irrelevant. Like, oh, I'm sitting here. Am I sitting in the right way? Do I look like I'm slouched on camera? Like right now, I don't know. I kind of seem really weird talking about this right now on camera. I don't know why I'm doing this. And that's like a little bit of it.
So you're talking about right now.
Yeah, that was the right now. What my brain is doing.
Thinking about then before.
No, then I couldn't even tell you because it's just they're just passing thoughts that just don't stop. Mm-hmm. But then also I get like songs stuck in my head, but not good ones.
Right.
So on TikTok, there's this meme going on right now with like team-based games. And it's like when you're trying to clutch it up, but then the party chat's like this. And you know the song from Stranger Things, the running up that hill?
No, I haven't seen enough Stranger Things to know the song.
You know the song though. It's like in every video like now. It's viral. They're running up that hill, running up that road. That one?
Nah.
Really? That's surprising.
I feel I mean, I don't know, maybe if I hear it I know it. But off that, no, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, there's that, and like the person in the video is like clutching up, and then like the party is just like it's an acapella like doing like the drums and shit, and that was stuck in my head for 4 hours.
It's a long time for that time.
So I had a bad morning, and then I got a good consolation prize out of it. You know,
true,
nice crisp $400 in my bank account pretty soon. So
did somebody already make you an offer?
Not yet, but as I was driving home, one sold for $410. So like it's not like it's not selling, it's yeah, it's one of those things.
I got you.
Yeah, so maybe we'll put that towards the channel depending on
oh man, you earned that. That's for you. Speaking of $400 though,
yeah,
that arcade 1UP is releasing the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 machine.
I saw you looking at that was it on Twitter? I think it was. Yeah. I saw you retweet it.
Yeah, I think wait, was it that one? Because I also saw the Simpsons one on Twitter, but it might have been this one. It might have been.
Well, the Simpson one's on Walmart rollback.
I know.
I've literally I remember telling you the day of like, hey, it's on rollback.
I can't. There's no way I can justify getting one of those right now.
After the Steam Deck, I understand that. Yeah,
like man, but that Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and has Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Marvel vs. Capcom 1, Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, and Marvel Superheroes on it. Like all the arcade Capcom Marvel.
It's pretty good.
I'm like, oh my God.
How much is that one in comparison to Simpsons? Because does Simpsons have more than one gay as well?
No, it's just
game.
Simpsons.
Is there more than one game? What the fuck?
I don't know.
I'm dumb.
You're short circuiting. But
I really am. It feels like.
Me too. I don't know. It's not out yet. It doesn't come out till September.
The Simpsons one?
No, the Marvel vs. Capcom one.
Yeah, well, how many games does the Simpsons one have
just
compared
one.
to?
It's just the Simpsons.
So it's just the Simpsons, but it's probably the same price as this because it's the same thing.
I'm assuming so. I've never even attempted to. I knew they all cost hundreds of dollars, so I never attempted to get one.
I think they're like $800 at launch, but then like nobody fucking buys them because nobody has that kind of money to just drop on an arcade machine. But then they drop like more than half once they show up at Walmart and shit, which is nice.
My homie Jay has the Ninja Turtles one. And I was
nice.
Like, son of a bitch.
Did he get the riser thing for it too?
I don't know.
I know like it's like maybe like this tall off the ground, maybe. But then there's like a thing that you can set it on that like rises it up to be like standing height, which is pretty neat.
I'm not sure. I know he has that, and my homie Chris has the NBA Jam one.
That's cool.
I want that Marvel vs. Capcom one and the Simpsons one. I just want them just to have them in our room. Like obviously it'll be down here. It can't be anywhere else.
I just want to have it to exist.
I want them as just like room decor, like just to have them on that mode where it just like replays the intro and stuff. I think that's dope. But if there's any I would get, it'd be those two.
I feel that. I mean, hey, there's two Simpsons one at the Walmart near me, and they're not selling, and they're on rollback. So if they drop any more, what would be the price where it's like I walk into Walmart one day and I see the price tag and I don't even call you or text you, buy it for you? What's that number?
It's never going to get that low. I'd probably be like $250. That's like the lowest. I'll be like, all right.
I think it's like $300 right now.
It's $300?
I think so on rollback. Like I'm not trying to like.
I know
this is me not enabling you like I normally do. I'm pretty sure that it's $300 right now, if I remember correctly from the last time I went. But I don't want to, it's still there. That's the thing. Like it'll be there for a while. I don't think anyone, especially in my area, is going to buy that.
It's so tempting.
Let me look real quick.
It's so tempting.
All right, no, I was wrong. It's $400 right now.
Oh yeah, I'm not doing that.
But if you buy it online and you pay with the app Affirm, you can pay $26 a month to pay it off.
I'm not doing that because that's such a like. I could do that. I'm not gonna do that though.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
see. That's how they get you. That like the monthly payment plan. That's how I got into the sideshow figures and stuff. The like expensive ones. Like I have the Mandalorian one that I'm pre-order for like over a year now. I've only done 2 payments so far of $57, and I still have 3 more to go. And then I get it, and I'm gonna bust.
Bussin'.
That's what's going to happen immediately.
I can't do it because it's just like, just be patient.
No, I feel you. It will drop. It'll drop in price.
Like now that Marvel one, I'd like save up a couple of months for that and just get it. But the Simpsons one, I don't know. I gotta my priorities can't be that right now, as much as I would love them to be that.
You have 2 priorities above you right now in your house that need to eat food.
I mean, they got food in here. It'll be fine.
All right, I'll let you know when I go to Walmart tomorrow.
None of my family knows how much that Steam Deck was.
That's probably for the best for your own health.
Never revealing how much I paid for that thing. When it came in the mail, I think I told Adrian or something. I was like, "Yeah, damn, this is the free show. It's not Patreon. She could easily hear this."
She ain't listening.
She ain't listening to this. I pre-ordered this like last year and it just came. Like I just said that I pre-ordered it and it finally came. So I feel like if you make it sound like there was a whole bunch of time in between, that's just money in the past. Like no one's thinking about that. We're good now.
That $5 you spent in the past to pre-order it compared to the $6.50 or whatever you had to pay. I forget how much yours was because you had the big boy version.
I forget, and I don't want to remember. So
I feel you. I mean, to be fair though, it's a very good purchase with the amount of games you've loaded on that shit.
Yeah, I made it worth it.
Yeah. I still got to do more of that, and we'll get to that in a minute. But I've been doing some of the emulation stuff. I've only done Game Boy Advance so far, and I also need to figure out how to make stuff not show up. Like all the emulators that I have on the console, like are on their own like tab, like they're like that little thing. I want to turn that off, and I think you do that in the Steam thing.
You do that with the
Steam Deck Manager or whatever, Steam ROM
Manager, whatever that's called. Yeah,
I tried to do it, but it didn't work, and I'm like, cool, dude.
Hell, well, I'm still trying to get all 5,000 of those games that have cover art. So
I got cover art on mine. I think it was the
because you have a handful of games.
True, but I mean, the thing that did it was that there's like the Steam ROM service or whatever the fuck it's called. That app does it when you like load it in the preview section.
And I did that, but I think I use Steam ROM Manager to get. I have a couple of them have art, but most of them don't. And I used that same ROM Manager, and it said it was working on it and loading all the art. But I just think I have too many at one time. If I would have loaded them maybe like a batch at a time, maybe it would have worked.
Yeah. I'm at the point where I'm like, I'm going to download only games that I want to play and not like overdo it. Like the Game Boy games that I got, I got 2 Metabot games, and we'll talk about how I played them, but they weren't the ones that I thought they were. Like they're, I don't know how to explain it. I'll do it in the main pod. Should we just do the main pod? Should we do that?
Pod. Let's just do.
We should do the main pod.
Yeah.
Let's just do it live. Fuck
doing it live. In the feud. We'll get
theme
to that
song. Yeah, we will. We'll get back to it soon too because it was fucking fun.
It was great. Theme music. For real this time. I don't know whose turn it was.
I think it might be me. Because I think... Were we live for the last one? No, we weren't. No, but you did the last one. I remember. So I video edited the fuck out of it.
You did.
All right. That hurt. Level up. And welcome back to the Patreon. It's not Patreon.
It's not. Nope. Sure isn't. But you should join our Patreon.
You should do that. And I'll say that in a second. But welcome to the regular podcast. I am Chris, and I'm joined by Ant over here.
Hi,
we're both extremely sleep deprived and
as always
exhausted. So here we are. This is what you pay for.
Whoever's not on the Patreon should join the Patreon because this is the sleepy pod.
Yeah. The Patreon podcast, we were wide awake. Yeah. But God damn. But you can follow us every single place that is social and media related at savebeforequitting at Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube.
Do it.
Titty.
Sorry.
And we'll see you there. There you go. You can also go to our fucking website, savebeforequitting, fully spelled out.com, where our merch store is back up and running. Nothing super new at the moment. We do have the option for baby clothes if you want me to add those. I know we have at least 2 babies in the community, and I have one up on a shelf that I could technically put it on, which would be fucking funny.
That would be pretty good.
I might have to get one.
Yeah, you gotta do
it. Damn it. And then also we have a pair of shorts that I added in there that have been sitting there for a while with that vector looking design. I don't think anyone's picked up anything with that design, so I might end up taking all that off the store. So unless y'all like it and want to buy it, do it, because if not, it's gone in a week. That's what I'm saying right now. I'm taking that design, it's gone forever. And then we'll make a new one at some point soon.
That means
God knows
you'll have a one of one if you get it.
Probably, because only one person will end up buying it.
Listen,
but yeah,
we appreciate that one person.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna pick up the shorts because I like that design for it. But that's just me. It's subtle. It's not like, hey, it's a podcast. It's just the SB4Q.
It's dope though.
Yeah, but if y'all don't like it, it's fine. I get it. You can also follow us on Patreon and support us there with our 3 tiers that we have: the standard, deluxe, and collector's edition. In which, with deluxe, for $5, you get 2 extra podcasts a month.
Dose.
2 on top of the 4 we're already giving you, which is like the average amount because
podcasts.
Because podcasts. It's weekly. Do the math. You got it. You believe in you.
4 plus 2.
I'm not able to do that personally, but that's just me.
Tune in next week for the answer.
Tune in next week for math. Right. And then you can also join on the top tier, the collector's edition, for $10. And that actually gives you those 2 podcasts extra a month. But you get the option, the luxury, the choice to come on at the end of the month for a live version of the recording of the podcast, the main podcast that goes on all the feeds that you're hearing right here and now.
That's right.
And you get to ask your question. You get to bring your topic. You get to talk about whatever you want to talk about, promote whatever you want to talk about on the podcast. For just supporting us.
Forcing us to talk about whatever you want to talk about. No matter what the topic is.
And it's always a fun time with the Twitch chat live. And it's a good time. It's a fucking good time. So if you'd like to support us, you can do that over there. There's also the standard tier, which is just $3 a month, I believe. And that's just for a cup of coffee. Coffee. You ever have a cup of coffee?
A cup of coffee?
A cup of coffee? A cup of coffee.
Oh, what?
A cuff of copy.
A cuff
Podcast
of copy.
title. Podcast title, baby.
Everybody cuff your copy.
I am so tired. God damn. But after all that shilling that we've just done and whatnot, the main thing that we talk about at the beginning of every single motherfucking podcast is, Ant, what'd you play this week?
I played more Rogue Legacy 2.
Nice.
I downloaded a game called X Zodiac on my Steam Deck. And it is an indie game that is pretty much Star Fox. Nintendo wasn't doing it, so this indie company did it. And it is literally like, if there ever made another Star Fox, this would be it. It controls like it. It's Star Fox 64 without being called Star Fox 64.
What does it look like?
It looks
in like textures and stuff.
It looks like a cross. It looks better than the Super Nintendo Star Fox. It looks on par with the 64-bit Star Fox. Maybe better. Okay. It looks like maybe like low res PS2.
Okay.
Graphics, just to get that kind of nostalgic feel. Because that's kind of what they're going for, that era. But it's dope. It's dope.
Hell yeah.
You fly around, you're shooting things. If you need any reference to that, where the hell is that Star Fox video? I guess it's not on Twitch anymore. When I played Star Fox,
it would be on YouTube in our live streams.
Yeah,
you could find
YouTube and watch me play through Star Fox 64 in its entirety. But yeah, if you're familiar with how Star Fox 64 looked, then you kind of know how this game looks.
Hell yeah.
Obviously, it's not the same characters or anything, but they pretty much made a spiritual successor to that.
That's cool. I like that.
So fun. So I played that. I played. What else did I play? Nothing too crazy, but me and you streamed a bunch of ROMs on the Steam Deck the other day.
We did,
which was a fun time. We went through the Game Gear version of Power Rangers, which was way harder than it needed to be.
Dude, that putty.
Yo, the putty. What's up with that putty?
The putty patroller.
Just fucking the Green Ranger up.
Yeah, literally.
Something you would never see.
The next dude was like easier to fight.
He was easier. Maybe
which is crazy.
Yeah.
But still, like, you would think he would hit harder or something, but he didn't.
The putty was moving like he should have been the boss of the game.
Yeah. God damn.
What we played? So we played Power Rangers on Game Gear.
Mm-hmm.
We played some Looney Tunes game.
Yeah, some weird Bugs Bunny. It was Bugs Bunny something, but I don't remember it, and I couldn't figure out how to do it.
Right.
Because I'm stupid and I don't understand games that don't tell you how to play them.
What else was it? Oh, we played Dragon Ball Z Hyper Dimension on Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Which
that was a cool game.
Beat my ass.
I'm good at those type of fighter games, which is weird.
What do you mean?
Like, I'm not good at Mortal Kombat.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not good at like Street Fighter. But like it felt very much like a Tekken, if that makes sense. Like a very old Tekken without like the ability to move closer and like that shit. But like it's more methodical with the way that you hit, and like you have to be. It's all about timing, like kind of Smash wise, but like it's slower, even though it's Dragon Ball Z, which is kind of weird. But that's like my
sense while
niche.
Playing it. It still felt like Dragon Ball Z.
Oh yeah. It felt good too. Like I was surprised how good it felt, because I forget what game it was, what it was called for Dragon Ball Z. It was like on PS1 or 2. I forget which one. No, it was a white disc with like every fucking character on it. I can't remember what it was called, but it was like a side scroller. It was all Japanese voice actors. It was side by side fighting, but you could also fly up and down and shit.
Oh, wasn't GT Final Bout?
I don't think so.
Ultimate Battle 22?
It might have been that one, because 1 second, sorry. I had to see it. Yeah, it was that one, PlayStation 1. I remember it because I stole it from my neighbor.
That's how you get games.
Yeah. It was funny because like they moved away like a year after that, and then I was like, well, now possession is 10/10 of the law instead of 9/10. But like that not to call them out or anything, but the older brother of the brother duo that was at that house was very protective of this game for no reason. And I just wanted to experience it and like play. And he was like super protective of like, no, you're not allowed to play it. I'm like, it's a 2-player game. Like, it's not even like you could play by yourself and have a good time.
Like, no, you shut up.
Yeah. So one day I put it in my hoodie pocket.
Oh,
and I walked back home and I played it. Literally. I was like 10, less than 10, probably a little bit less than 10. I was just like, don't fucking treat me like a piece of shit. Don't tell me I can't play your game that is meant for more than one person because you're too scared to get fucking spanked.
So you steal it?
Yes. And then Ryan and I played the fuck out of it. Isn't that right, Ryan?
I took it from the neighbor.
Yeah. It just showed up one day in our collection. We're like, oh, look at that. This game is here. Wow. It's ours now.
They never like addressed you about it? They never thought?
I think
if I didn't have it in my collection anymore, I would immediately know it was you.
They did not. They did not know it was us. They fucking moved away. I think we've seen them maybe like 2 or 3 times in passing, because they moved up to like Neshaminy area. And like we've just seen them like once or twice randomly. I've seen like their mom and their dad, and I'm like, I stole from you. Like I came into you invited me into your home and I stole.
They're probably listening to the show.
No, they aren't. No way. If they are, like, sorry, but like it's like $5 on like Amazon, as I just like Googled it, I'm pretty sure, which is honestly crazy. And I want to get the ROM of it if we're talking right now. I might go get that right now. I still need to figure out how ROMs work. I don't understand the BIOS thing.
Yeah, okay, so with PlayStation, you're going to have to get a BIOS file.
For all of them?
No. You just need there's a file that's BIOS that all it does is tell the emulator that the games that are being played on like real hardware, which they're not being played on PlayStation. But it's the check that your actual PlayStation does to say like, okay, this can be played on this system.
Okay, so there's a PlayStation general BIOS, no matter what generation it is, even if it's like PS4 game.
Yes, all it does is tell the emulator like this is an actual PlayStation. It's not though.
Okay, I might need a download link for that. Gotta find that.
I know you need one of those for the Switch emulator, the PS3 emulator, the PS2 emulator, all the PlayStations, and I don't think you need one for Dreamcast.
In theory, I have all the emulators, right?
Yes, you do. If you got it the same way I got them, you have them all.
But I just need the BIOS so that it communicates with the emulator file.
Yes, and you should. There's a whole bunch of walkthroughs on YouTube, but that's why I think that one guy because he has like breakdowns of all that shit.
Yeah. The one video I was watching, I forget which one it was. It was like the original one you sent me, I think, like from back, like way back. And I realized what the issue was. The video was made in February. And since then, the emulator website has been massively overhauled and updated. So instead of it being the same way that it was done back then, where it's like, you download this file and it's like, do you want your emulators to be on your deck or on like an SD card? It doesn't give you that option anymore. It's just like, where's it going? And then if you don't have an SD card or you don't tell it to go to the SD card, it's like, oh yeah, it's going to the deck. And it just automatically did it for me.
Yeah, mine are on my deck. I thought my deck. I thought they would go on my SD card. I put all the ROMs on my SD card.
So the emulators are on your deck, but then the ROMs are SD.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is fine with me because emulators are not big files in the least.
Oh yeah,
I have a million ROMs, so they're better that those are on my.
So if you unplug or take out your SD card, because I mean it's kind of in a weird spot that it might come out by accident
I don't like
or
the
something.
SD card thing on.
Same. Without a cover, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
But like, let's just say you're playing and like, oh, I dropped my Steam Deck from one hand because it's slippery, sweaty, and then it hits your palm, and then the SD card pops out. Do your emulators then go away from your Steam Deck entirely? Like that whole library system that it makes? You know what I mean?
No. Like.
No, you don't know what I mean, or no, that's not what happens.
That's not what happens. I think
okay, cool.
That, I think if that were to happen, if I was running the emulators and stuff, I think it would just crash.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm
just curious about the layout.
Or on my SD card, it wouldn't go away. Either that, or it would repopulate once I put the SD card back in.
Okay, but would you have to repopulate it by using the program in the desktop mode where like you populate your ROMs and shit and like generate them in theory?
This is a good question.
Because like now I'm thinking like, well, it's not even a tested out thing. It's like one of those things where it's like, if you go like hella organizational on this, like you go like make your own folders and shit, and like you're not using just the distinct ones that it makes by itself. You're doing like your own shit. In theory, your own shit would get destroyed once the SD card comes out. In theory,
yes.
Which is not good.
No, it's not. I would hope not. I would hope when I put it back in, it just kind of remembers or redoes it or puts it back.
Maybe it does.
Either way, I'm not about to find out.
You don't get them slippery hands.
The way that thing goes in there is fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's just on the bottom like, hey, I'm an SD card. Look at me. I'm there.
Right. My SD card said that verbatim when I put it in there.
I remember I was there.
True.
So what else did we play on stream? besides Power Rangers and Dragon Ball something.
Hyperdimension.
That.
For Super Nintendo.
That.
We, just to preface this for people who didn't see the VOD or wasn't on the stream, this was a complete experiment. We didn't know what to play.
Yeah.
So we was like, let's test out plugging the HDMI into this hub and then into the Steam Deck. We did not know if it would work. I'd never tested it out. We did it. It worked. It
just magically worked. Like I was kind of pissed how easy it just worked. Yeah. I'm like, really?
It's beautiful.
I had to jump through hoops for everything else, and you're just gonna fucking work like that?
Just plugged it right in. And then Steam Deck was on the TV. And then we went through these ROMs, and again, it's completely experimental because we didn't know. Like I knew certain things that wouldn't work in the moment, but I didn't know what else wouldn't because we could have kept going, and which some things didn't. We tried to play 3DS games.
Oh yeah,
could not play them multiplayer because
you need another 3DS.
It thinks it's a real 3DS, so it's looking for another 3DS to connect to. So that didn't work.
Think that would work even if you had, like, if I had 3DS games and you had the same one and we tried to play. I don't think it would work.
I think there's a way to make it, but I didn't dig into the emulator. There's no way that they have a whole emulator for. There has to be a way.
I'm not sure if there would be. Unless it's only like local play type shit where like you have like a cable that links your Steam Decks together or like Bluetooth them together or some shit like that, maybe. But like
maybe it's another experiment for another time. But
I gotta get 3DS games.
You can do it. Have that fucking website I sent you that has every game on the menu.
I am on it and I'm scrolling. The thing I don't like about it is like there's so many games and like they're just hyperlinks that just automatically download when you click them. And I don't know games, like I don't have a discography of games in my head. You know, like that's not my thing. I don't know what games were fucking amazing on the Game Boy Advance because I was a child at the time.
Right.
And like I'm not in the, you know, like I knew the Pokemon games, you know, that was my shit. And I'm like, I don't know what's good. And I looked up like a top 25 Game Boy Advance games. I think I grabbed like one of the Castlevanias. I forget which one it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna play that because I've never played a Castlevania before, and I just want to because I love the anime. But I don't know if that's the right reason to do it. But here we are. But yeah.
I mean, anyway. So we're just going through this experimental thing. We like, fuck it, let's stream it. And we're going down the list trying to play things. Things aren't working, and then things are working. So again, we played Power Rangers, that Bugs Bunny game, Dragon Ball Z Hyperdimension. I feel like it was one more before we got to like the main event. I feel like it was. We tried to play Contra on 3DS, but the 3DS thing didn't want to work.
I don't know if there was anything else in between. I think we went right from Bugs Bunny to the main event. Because you came back from showing your face.
I was gone for 50 years, came back, and then we stumbled upon Family Feud for the Sega Genesis, which we had way too much fun playing by accident.
Bruh.
We played that, and then we went, I was like, all right, I wonder if I had this on any other system. But I didn't have it on a later system, but I ended up finding it on an older system. So we went from Family Feud on the Genesis to Family Feud on the NES.
That one was, if we're going to be honest here, I like the NES one better.
Really?
Yeah, because I didn't like the bullseye bullshit, whatever that was in the Genesis one. There was like, instead of just doing the feud like you do in Family Feud, there was like that random bullseye thing where you have to like say an answer and it has to be the exact right one. But nothing we said was the right answer.
Yeah, some of that shit was bullshit.
That
corn thing, whatever.
Dude,
that was.
Corn was like, what are 4 items you would find in a barn?
In a barn, that's right. That's right.
I said a horse, a hay, and then I forget what my third one was, but it was like something like, yeah, that'll be a tractor. That was what it was. I said those were the three, and then the fourth answer I couldn't figure out, and then it went to you to steal, and then you couldn't figure it out. It revealed itself as corn, dude.
Corn is fucking not in a barn.
Corn. There's corn in a barn? Bullshit.
I couldn't believe that. Like, corn.
Get Steve Harvey in this bitch. Because that's some bullshit. Yeah. Get that fucking green shoe, pink laces motherfucker out of here.
That was the NES one. That was your boy on the NES one.
I don't give a damn. They're the same person in my mind.
So we played the NES version after the Genesis one. And then we went from there to the Super Nintendo version of Family Feud, to which we started thinking this needs to be a reoccurring thing.
Oh yeah.
And now I'm going to go download all the other Family Feud games.
Hell yeah. I'm really excited for that. Like, I know we need to record a Patreon podcast this Sunday.
It's going to be the quickest Patreon podcast you guys ever heard.
I feel so bad too, because like, I know like, you know, Adrian needs your help with the children and all, because, you know, you're a father, but at the same time, Sundays I need you for Family Feud.
There'll be a Family Feud.
To be fair, I feel like Trent would like have a fun time with us if we were. He's our studio audience.
It was. So, well, I don't know. It's understood in my house now that Sunday and Wednesday night and Sunday afternoon, I have to do Save Before Quitting.
Yeah, you are literally checked out of life once you go down to the basement.
Yeah, until I get a text. Come upstairs for something real quick. The words are real quick always come across my phone, and I know it's a lie every time.
Hey man, it could be not real quick, and then it would be just hours.
You're just down in the basement on TikTok.
Yeah, I'm just down there playing PS5, doing something. That's fine. I got nowhere else to be, bruh.
Hey, still, man. I'd be like, fuck, I gotta get back down there.
Yeah, fuck it. I have TikTok. There's nothing else I need in this world.
True. I gotta go catch up on all your TikToks. I start feeling guilty because like I'll be like, CJ King just sent you a TikTok. CJ King did. You and Ryan send y'all send rapid fire TikToks.
That's because like when it comes to TikTok, it'll be like I'll just be on it in spurts, if that makes sense. Like I'll be like, I'll do like a 5-10 minute spurt of TikTok, and it's just my For You page instead of like who I'm following.
Yeah.
So boy oh boy. Is it some weird shit?
They're entertaining though. That's why by the time I get to go watch all of them that you sent, I'm like, okay. It's like I fucking I binge your TikToks. By the time I get to them, I have like 15. I just sit there and go through every single one.
You want a solid 10 minutes of entertainment? Fucking TikTok messages from Ryan and I. That's all you need.
At one point, Ryan got to like 100, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to watch these over a couple of days.
Yeah,
to get to them all. But
it's the way it be.
Yes, we did the feud. We named our families hilarious names, and we tried to answer questions. And it was a good time, and it will be happening again. And I don't know. I think this is something we may keep doing. I spoke to Chris about it, where we just turn on the deck and pretty much spin the wheel. Like, what are we gonna play?
Yeah,
and just go through all these games.
Hell yeah.
Now that we know that this HD thing works and I can put it in the TV, HDMI thing works. I
need to get one myself so I can do the same thing.
Yeah, man. Other than that, I think that's it. I didn't play anything after that.
All right.
Just the game of life. Would you?
Hell yeah. What did I play? That is a great question. In theory, I should have definitely brought up the stream from Figure Friday because I don't remember what I played, because I've been doing this thing where it's a long week, you know, and at the end of a long week, everybody needs one thing, and that one thing is weed.
Weed.
Yeah, that thing. I've been taking some very nice edibles as of late, where it's like it's an upper, so like, you know, like I'm like more active and like my mind isn't just gone, but then afterwards my mind is gone. One sec. I can like pull up this shit. Wait, no, this is the wrong stream. This is the goofing around at the stream. Seamus down. Steam Deck shenanigans. There it is. Cool. So for Figure Friday, I'm still doing the wheel of many things. That is like my new thing now. Where I have a wheel of games that are on the PlayStation Plus Premium Collection, and we just spin it and see what the game is that comes out, and then we check it out for a certain amount of time. It depends on if the game's good or not. We kind of got a couple stinkers this week. One of them was a joke suggestion last week to add to the list. That's what we started with, which was Car Mechanics Simulator. Okay. It was not fun at all. It was definitely like the game that you give to an actual car mechanic to see if they are able to work at a job as a car mechanic.
So it's a simulator. Like it's a real thing. Yeah.
And I was just starting to get kicked in on my my trip, and I could not understand what it was wanting me to do. Like I was just taking parts off the cars and shit, and it wasn't making sense really. There was a really cool animated intro that they played for it. Right. And then I guess like once you fix the cars up, you can actually drive it out on a course to make sure that it like operates and shit, which is pretty neat. But I didn't get to that because I just couldn't figure anything out. And the tutorial was just like non-existent. It was like, do the thing. And I'm like, okay, but how? Like,
it would be hilarious if you could just drive a busted car out there.
I wish. I would have loved to do that. I literally took like the engine out of one, and I was like, why can't I drive it? Like, obviously, you fucking idiot. But so that was the first game we played, and I'm very glad that lasted no time at all. The next game we played was Velocibox. I guess it's, I don't know if it's a puzzle game. It's kind of like a temple run.
Okay.
To make, so there's like a square, and like the square is your tunnel that you're going through, and there's like obstacles and shit, but you are a little box that is moving super fast down this tunnel, and you need to avoid all of the things that are in the way. So fucking hard. I hate this game because it is so atrociously fast. There's no difficulty settings. It literally starts you off with the tutorial like, hey, if you press X, you can flip and you can move left and right to like do this stuff. Right. And then once the tutorial's done, it's like, nah, fuck you, right in. You touch one single thing, restart from the beginning, restart from the beginning, restart.
Well, that sounds like some bullshit.
It was. And I was not having a good time. I did get to like level 4, I think. But like even that was just a struggle. And I was just getting very, very pissed off because like, what the fuck do you want me to do here? Like, this is way too fast of a movement thing, and it's not even fun.
Right.
I'm sure that there's some people that could do it really well and whatnot, but like I could not for the life of me get a rhythm down with it or even just understand what I'm trying to do. So that one ended probably the quickest of all the games. After that, we played Kung Fu Rabbit.
Okay.
Which, if you've ever played Super Meat Boy,
yes,
it's pretty much that. It's a puzzle platformer type looking game. There's 3 carrots on the map and then 1 big boy carrot. You can collect them as you're going through the level. You have to jump over a bunch of tar pits and stuff. There's like enemies that you can only kill from hitting them from behind. And you just slide on the walls and whatnot. And like, you can like progress up the walls like that. It's even the bunny itself, the character is a cube, like a circle.
Wait, I think I've seen this game before.
Yeah. But it's a simple puzzle platformer game, but it's fun. Yeah. I mean, I was just streaming it and having a good time. Got a couple good clips out of it. Nothing crazy, but like, I was a Kung Fu bunny and I was just having a good time doing that.
Nice.
Nothing crazy, but there's like a good 20 minutes of that over on the stream. The next game, which I think you'll find funny, a game called Danger Zone.
Okay. What
was the name of the game that you played on stream one time where there were cars that you just like got in an accident with? That. Cool. So this is Burnout, but without the cool music.
Oh, I remember this game. I remember now that you say it. Danger Zone.
Yeah.
it was supposed to be like a spiritual successor to Burnout.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine for what it was, but like without the music that like Burnout had, because like Burnout had like licensed music on it. This is just like some sort of DMCA free music. The driving is pretty average, doesn't feel great. And like the way that it sets it up for you to like do everything, like there's like little tokens all around that you can collect to like multiply your store and get more money and blah blah blah. You can go off ramps and then also control which direction you're going.
Yeah.
It wasn't good, but it wasn't bad. Like it was definitely like, this is a game that people made. Just straight up. That's it.
This is video game.
Yeah.
With cars.
And I mean, we played it for like a good 15, 20 minutes on stream before I was like, I'm going to move on to the main event of that stream, which was Toy Story 2 Buzz Lightyear to the Rescue, which I think will be the Figure Friday like ending game besides Fortnite. If people are down in the chat. So I pretty much like every stream have just been like, let's do a couple of games off this list and then end it with Fortnite. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to start doing it as a couple games off the wheel, Buzz Lightyear. If anyone in chat wants to play Fortnite, then we'll switch to Fortnite because Buzz Lightyear was fun.
I remember people really liking that game when it was new.
It was surprisingly good. Like I was shocked at some of the stuff that was in it, as in like the design features. Like obviously the character doesn't look amazing. Like of course, let's get that out of the game. Yeah, but when you look like in your visor, like first person mode, the fact that the reflection of Buzz's face is on the visor in front of you, that little detail, I fucking like. I could not explain to you how much I loved it.
That's dope.
I was enamored with it straight up. I beat the first boss, the robot on top of the boxes.
See, I've never played this game, so
really,
I've always seen it. I've never played it.
Well, I beat the first boss. It's very Dark Souls. It's run until the boss like stops chasing you because it's like a wind up robot, like with like the key on the back. So he chases after you, and then at a certain point, he just goes down like this. Then you shoot him once, then he gets charged again, run again. And I got like this perfect pattern in where it's like I run in a figure 8, and it just like I just miss him as he's chasing me. And like it was just perfect.
Right.
And it felt so good. And I'm just like, this is Dark Souls. This is fucking Elden Ring, but like light mode. Literally, yeah. And I was just having such a good time with it. So I definitely want to get back to it. We did get a couple really good clips from this
one, man.
Dude, I'm so fucking mad at TikTok and the algorithm and the fucking YouTube shorts and the bullshit.
No one can figure the algorithm out.
I think we figured it out today. And we're gonna talk about it.
We are gonna talk about it.
Fucking, I posted a short today. It wasn't today, it was 2 days ago. One moment as I pull up our YouTube because I need to pull up the views of this because it was surprising to me. I was like, wow, we're actually getting good views. But then I was like realizing what was happening. Let me switch to 1 second. Sorry, I'm slow. Also, we're at 129 subscribers on YouTube. Keep following.
Please.
Goal is 200 for the moment. Until we get there. All right, cool. So let me just pull this up real quick. So I posted the what was it called? The scent packing clip of Fortnite, where I just run around the corner as John Cena and I one pump shotgun this guy in the head and they're dead. And I'm like, I just send them back to the lobby. They're eviscerated and gone. And then I do this to the camera, as you do.
As you do.
500 views, which is around how much we're averaging for regular videos. So I'm like, okay, cool. And then I post one from Toy Story, the Let It Rip one, where I played the Beyblade theme song and I just did the spin move over and over again. 2,966 views.
Motherfuckers love that Beyblade.
Yeah. Copyright claim because of the song, too.
Of course.
Then I post a clip from Overwatch where I kill someone after I push too far. And I'm like laughing, like, get wrecked. I pushed you and I got you. And then Lucio boops me off the map. And I'm like, well, that's instant karma. That one got 60.
That's a mighty big drop.
Not 60K.
60.
6D.
6-0.
And then I have these scheduled to upload. I don't like manually upload them. I do like, oh, this will come out at this time, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Next one. I posted a TikTok of me playing Fortnite, and I land, as I'm landing from the battle bus, on a boar. Because you can ride on them.
Yeah.
And I land perfectly on it. And I'm like, you know what would be a really funny song to put with this? Major Tom. Because, yeah, that's funny. I'm coming down on like a plane. Like I literally have like a cartoon plane as my glider and shit. I'm a big banana cartoon. And I'm like, sure, this will go good. 10-second clip, 2,768 views. Copyright claim.
Of course.
So the only way to get views on YouTube
is to get yourself fucking flagged for being for copyright claim.
Is to get flagged, but then you also don't fucking grow. Because if you do grow, then you have to go back and you have to mute those, and those are the things that made you grow, and then they're gone now, and then
it's
you won't grow further.
Trap, yo. It is a trap.
I don't like it, and it's bullshit. But
wait till those Feud clips get uploaded.
True. Watch me get claimed for the Feud theme. A fucking rage, I swear to God. But
we better not.
Views and shit, I digress. I don't give a fuck. It was a fun time. We played the fuck out of Toy Story 2, and we're probably going to play it again this coming Friday. If you're listening on audio feeds or watching the video version on Friday and seeing how rage-filled I just got there, we're doing that again because it was fun, and I'd like to play more of the actual game instead of just pretty much the tutorial and the tutorial boss. So, yeah. Other than that, Fortnite I've been playing. Dragon Ball Z's in Fortnite now. I guess we'll do a little bit of the news. It's they added items. They added
like
in the game
Kamehamehas.
Yes,
I heard
which is
all
the correct
now.
pronunciation. By the way, people didn't know it was called the Kamehameha. So
the Kamehamehas.
Yeah, if you say it like that, you're a Naruto fan. Anyway, but they put those in the game, and then they also put in the Nimbus.
Yeah, I saw the Nimbus. I just assumed that was like the glider.
Well, it's also a glider, but there's also an item as the Nimbus. But here's the kicker. So the Nimbus is an infinite item, meaning you have it in your hotbar, you hit R2, the shoot button, and you just shoot up in the air, and then the Nimbus catches you and you float down wherever you are. Land, and then there's a cooldown of 20 seconds, and you can do it again. Infinite amount of times. Little OP. Little OP.
It's a lot.
The Kamehameha wave, you get 3 charges. That's it. But it's pretty much a guaranteed one-shot kill if you hit your shot.
That's all Twitter is right now, is people with videos of characters doing that.
Yeah. Now, it is very, very easy to counter because the charge up, like the that part, while they're doing that, if you are being targeted by this, your screen goes blue. Like there's a blue filter on it pretty much.
Yeah.
So you know that it's being aimed at you. You need to turn right at this motherfucker, point your gun at him, and unload. And if you manage to break their shields and knock their health down to 0 before that goes off, they're gone. The Kamehameha does not work. You can pick up and use it yourself. It does when you hit a snipe too, because that freezes you in midair. Like you hit it, and then you hop up like 2 feet. And you start charging, and you can't fucking move because you started this charge, and you can't cancel it either.
But I like that,
so you're just
because
stuck.
It makes you commit.
Oh yeah.
So if you're gonna use it, you better have a good feeling you're gonna get it off.
Yes. Now, saying all of that, it is a weird time right now. Not that it's not fun, because like if you're playing with the right people, it's fun, and like if you have 4 people is the most ideal in my opinion. If you have any less than 4, it's kind of a struggle right now because everyone seems to have come back to Fortnite to play this with Dragon Ball Z characters and the Dragon Ball Z items. So it's Like there's really good players, and then there's just players that are just in it to kill, and they don't give a shit about like the action. Like they're just killing you and like running away. They don't care about your team.
No strategy.
Yeah, and it's fine.
They're just here for the Gokus.
Literally that. But when playing that, it's fine. It's okay. I hopped on my Steam Deck and I started emulating. Like I learned it from you.
I was so proud.
But I was so frustrated that night, bro.
On Discord, I was like, oh, look at that.
But I figured it out. I got it set up. I'm not going to end up using Emulation Station though. I'm going to be just using Emu Deck, because Emu Deck just adds the games to your library, and well, not like your Steam library, like your side library. You know, it adds it there so that you don't have to go to Emulation Station to play your games. You can still go there if you want, but you don't need to, and they're all there, just ready for you.
There. I've seen it, and it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Yeah. I had to do a lot of searching in mine though. Like I have to search for every game because I'm not scrolling down.
Yeah,
that many.
I feel that. So I only have downloaded Game Boy games, Game Boy Advance specifically, to my Steam Deck so far. I've gotten a single Castlevania game. You know what? Fuck it. Where's my Steam Deck?
Fuck it. We're doing it live.
Yeah, because I don't remember the Castlevania game, and I figure that some of the people that listen here will know of the game that I'm talking about. Here's that lovely noise. Castlevania. This is so tiny. Aria of Sorrow.
Aria of Sorrow. I was about to say Circle of the Moon. That's the other one on Game Boy Advance.
So Aria of Sorrow is the one that was in the top 25 list that I looked up of top 25 Game Boy Advance games ever.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I'll pick it up. So I have that. I have Dragon Ball Z Boo's Fury because I want to replay that, and I might play it on stream once I get the this to do the thing. Maybe
the hub thing.
Yeah. I'll do that. But also, let me go back into Game Boy. I also downloaded TMNT.
I saw that.
Yeah. I wanted to find the Game Boy Advance one for the 2000 series. Like the side scroller beat 'em up one.
Yeah.
I couldn't find that one for some reason. I could only find this. So I was like, well, I know that this is good. I know Ant liked this movie. I've never seen this movie personally. And if I did, it was like I was too young to remember, if that makes sense.
Right.
I also got Tak and the Power of Juju. I don't know if people
remember
Game Boy
that. Advance?
Yeah, that was where I found it.
I thought that was like a PlayStation 2 game or something.
Nah, Tak and the Power of Juju was Game Boy Advanced. There's a bunch of them too. There's like a shit ton of Tak games. And I remember we played the shit out of Tak when we were kids, Ryan and I. And we that love went into the cartoon as well that came out around that same time. It was like around the same time as Jimmy Neutron, when like 3D animated cartoons were kind of making that rise.
All the rage.
And I loved it. Tak and the Power Juju. Yeah. And then I also got Backyard Baseball. I don't think I got the right one though, because I tried to play it and it didn't feel the same as the one that I played when I was a kid. So I might have. There's multiple ones. Like there's one that's like different years and shit. And I think I got the first one that ever came out, and it just doesn't feel as smooth as I remember it.
Yeah.
And like the batting doesn't feel right. Like I'm like swinging at these like balls, and like I'm missing every time. And then like randomly I'll hit one, but it doesn't make sense because like I'm doing the same thing. So I'm like, I don't know if it's the game or like maybe it's input delay or something's going on, but it just doesn't feel right, at least for this game. So I think that I'm playing the wrong version that I'm thinking of, which I mean,
I don't remember what you played it on.
I knew it was Game Boy Advance, but there's multiple Game Boy Advance Backyard Baseball games. So I think I just played a different one. And then the ones that I picked up that were actually the wrong game, I picked up Metabots. And it's just the straight up Metabots, both the Metabee and Rokoshu edition. So there's the same exact game, Pokemon style, but Metabee, the main guy from the series, the yellow with the cannon head.
I only remember Metabots by name. Like I have no idea what happens in Metabots.
It's pretty much Pokemon but robots. like straight up.
That makes sense.
And that speaks to what this game is, because it's literally Pokemon but Metabots. It's literally you are top down playing as the main character from the show, and you know, you go to the fucking lab, you talk to the professor, he explains how Metabots work. You go back to your house.
Pokemon.
Your mom is like, you're a lazy piece of shit, and I'm like, wow,
like
this is just too much real life. And I'm like,
you told that story when you came over on Sunday.
Yeah. It was the other way around. It wasn't the mom. Fucking, and you know, you get your fucking Metabot, and then you go and adventure around turn-based RPG style, you know.
Yeah.
And it's fine, but it's not what I was looking for. Actually, while you stepped away for a second, if you didn't notice that edit, that happened. I looked it up, and the one that I was thinking of is called Metabots AX. And
it's on Game Boy Advance?
Yes. Now, the reason I love this game, and I didn't remember why I loved it, because I remember playing it and I knew it was like something. Like, it was very much like, this is like this. And I couldn't remember it in my brain. But when I watched the gameplay, or I'll send you the video of it, it looks specifically like a specific game that I played the fuck out of. And that game is Unreal Tournament.
Unreal Tournament? Yeah, I know about Unreal Tournament.
Yeah. This is very Unreal Tournament before Unreal Tournament existed. It's you and your partner, Metabot, side-scroller fighter, kind of capture the flag-esque, sides, just beat them up, but you also use your guns and your different stuff like that. And
I'm looking at it now. I've never played this.
It's so fucking fun. I remember this. There was 2 versions because, you know,
this shit is damn
Pokemon.
Near Smash Brothers with little robots
shooting
each other and jumping around.
Yeah. But it's definitely like Unreal Tournament Flash style, if that makes sense. If you remember that one, that's specifically what I'm thinking of, the Flash version. But it's just that you fight back and forth. The objective is to knock off the armor pieces from the robot, because every Metabot has like a skeleton underneath them.
Okay.
And you're putting like the robot pieces and the weapons on top of that. And as you're taking them down, like, you'll lose your weapons. So like Metabee has a machine gun on one arm and then like a sniper on the other. And if your sniper arm and your machine gun arm get knocked off, all you have are punches now. So that's what you have to use to fight.
So
and you have your
layers to
head
this.
cannon. Yeah.
Okay.
It's really cool, and I really want to play it again. So I'm probably going to get that for at least next week to play a bit through. But I'll definitely be getting more games emulated on the Steam Deck pretty soon. I got to figure out which ones I want, because there's the obvious ones where I'm like, I could get PS1 Spider-Man and Enter Electro, like Spider-Man 1 and 2. But I'm also like, I've played those games. I want to kind of play games that I didn't have a chance to.
Yeah. You just want to get those like hidden gems in there.
Yeah. And maybe it's not even hidden gems too. Like, I want to play the games that I just never had that are cult classics. That like, I didn't have like the number one games on PS1. I had demo discs and then Spider-Man. Like, that was what we had and what we had to deal with. And that's fine.
Just like right now.
Exactly. I mean, pretty much. Yeah. I still have those, but I want to like play games that are like well renowned from that shit. Like whatever the fucking Cube game is, where it's like you're a dude and you're climbing up the cube stairs. You know, talk about
on what's system?
PS1. It's
Intelligent
like
Cube.
Maybe, I don't know. Like, you're a guy and you're climbing up the stairs, but the stairs are constantly like flipping and shit, and like you don't want to get crushed.
Yeah, Intelligent Cube.
Yeah. There was a demo disc that we had
demo
of it.
Constantly.
Yeah, I literally just had the demo. But as a kid, I didn't understand the game because I'm stupid. So I want to play it now as an adult, where I'm like, I'm still stupid, but at least now maybe I can do it.
I'm still a dum-dum, but...
Exactly. And then I want to play Bushido Blade, the full version. I've never played that. I've only played the demo of it, where it's like, you get one fight and then the first person that gets knocked out, the demo is over and you got to restart your fucking disc. So I want to play the full version with the fucking wooden swords and shit. Yeah. Like, I want to play games that I didn't get the experience. I've never played Crash Bandicoot 1.
1 was kind of... You want to start at 2.
Well, that's beside the point. It was more.
I know what
like
you mean.
I only played the demo, and the demo was the first level, and that's it. There's also this Looney Tunes game that I really want to play. It was fucking not Wile E. Coyote, but it was Sam the Coyote.
Oh yeah, what?
And it was Sheepdog, and you were like stealing sheep. It was like a stealth game.
I remember this, and it was on PS1.
Yeah, because I had the demo of it, and it was so fucking fun.
I remember,
but the demo you couldn't win. Like the demo was made so that you wouldn't win. And I want to play the full game so I can at least try and do it the right way. Yeah. So I want to find that and play that. PS2, I don't really have many that I'm like on my radar. I don't really have any Xbox games on my radar either. But obviously, since this is a podcast and this has a comment section, in the comments below, what old games that I probably haven't played should I play on my Steam Deck?
Everyone, when we do these deck streams, this is a thing now. So we want everybody to get prepared because we will be doing this now.
These deck streams are going to be what's on deck.
What's on deck?
Yeah, because it's like baseball. Like this person's on deck.
I thought of deck roulette, and I thought of it was another name I had.
Who's on first?
Well, now it's who's on deck.
Yeah.
You suck my deck.
Welcome back to Suck My Deck.
Like, get off our deck.
God damn it. I hate that Suck My Deck might actually work.
I know. I just wanted to let you know while we were talking that entire time, I have downloaded Family Feud for PlayStation, Family Feud for PlayStation 2, and the Wheel of Fortune for PlayStation.
Fuck yeah. We're just like games. We're the best gamers. But
we're playing video games like we're 68 years old.
I mean, hey man, sometimes it's be like that. It's time to play the food.
It do be.
But yeah, man, I don't know. I'm really liking the Steam Deck more now that I'm able to emulate, which is nice. I haven't played too many actual Steam games on it in a while. I do have access to Anna Jabaraf's Steam family library, so I could play games there. Mm-hmm. But there's just a part of me that's like, I don't know why, but like since it's there, mm-hmm. I don't have what's the word? I don't have
the urgency to jump up and touch. Yeah,
because it's there. It's not going anywhere. Like, why do I need to fucking play it before it goes away? Because it's not going unless Anna threatens to disconnect me. Hey, do that, because then I'll play them all. But
you, Anna, in the chat, I'm going to disconnect you if you don't play.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it. It might actually cause me to play games, but I don't know. I'm feeling like this might be the retro console. This might be the retro con to get me back into some games of the past that, you'll talk about games that you played when you were a kid and I'm not alive. So I don't know them and I didn't get a chance to play them. So now I do. And I think that's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
So
this is going to be a fun new series we're about to start.
Oh yeah. We got this series, whatever the fuck we call it, something about deck. Something about deck.
Roulette. Who's on my deck?
Bitch Made. And then I mean, those are the only two series we technically have going.
I think
we did have this classic games only, but that's just turned into your stream.
Exactly. That's why I think this deck stream, this deck series is taking the place of classic games only, because it's the same thing. We're just playing all these old
Family
games on
Feud.
the Steam Deck. Yeah, exactly. Every deck stream ends in Family Feud.
Oh yeah, 100%. And then we will never end the stream because it'll be like, no, one more.
Yeah, why is it so much fun?
It's probably I feel like if we're gonna go sidetrack before we get into news. It's probably the best game show on television, because I don't find Jeopardy is fine. It's just smart people shit, whatever. Jeopardy's
how
to
the
read
worst
a book.
One, and not that it's a bad one.
I don't think it's worst at
What's
all.
The worst one?
There's been a lot that have been canceled. I did not like Deal or No Deal. I thought Deal or No Deal was mad corny. Howie Mandel is bad.
I think I'm not mad at that opinion. I think not Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy. It's not bad. I don't want to say it's the worst one, like it's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just boring sometimes.
Yeah, because like this isn't shit we give a fuck about. You know,
Right.
It's just like, hey, did you read a book? Here you go. Here's questions regarding that book. I'm like, I didn't read the fucking book. Like, so why would I care about the show? You know?
Yeah, true. This author was once in Brazil. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
J.K. Rowling.
No,
That's the only one
sorry.
I
The
know.
answer is who. You have to phrase your answer in the form of a question.
Shit. Who is shit?
J.K. Rowling. That is it.
It is. That's full circle, baby. But yeah, that's all I've been playing on my games consoles and such so far. As far as, have you been watching anything? Media update? I like this is the one thing I steal from Haptic Intel because I like discussing movies and stuff every once in a while.
I did watch something. Jamie Foxx has this like zombie movie on Netflix.
I saw that and I want to watch it.
I watched.
Was it good?
It was pretty good. It's pretty entertaining. It's pretty funny.
Okay. Yeah.
It was a good time. It's not. It's obviously no classic, but it's a good little like chilling at night with some food, watching a movie type movie.
What's her name's in it? Chick from Wayne's World, right? I think.
Chick from Wayne's World.
Like the chick from Wayne's World. You know what I'm talking about? Like yeah. I think she is. I saw her on a podcast talking about it, so I could be wrong. But
I don't know.
What's it called?
I don't know.
I watched The Sandman.
The Sandman
on Netflix. It is a comic book based show.
Okay.
It is interesting, to say the least. I don't really love it or hate it, if that makes sense. Like, I love the feel of it. I don't understand why I should care about anything happening.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Okay.
It's the way that it starts is like way in the past, and then it does like a bunch of time jump things, and that's fine. You can do that. It's cool if it's done right. And I think it was done right, but I don't care about the main, like the Sandman, like who like that guy is.
Yeah.
His name is like Dream, because he's like pretty much the god of dreams, if you want to.
Oh, because sand is okay.
Yeah,
I get it.
Of his realm, it's called the Dreaming. He's the god of it, or the whatever the fucking terminology is.
I get what they're trying to do.
Yeah, he pretty much. This is slight spoilers. In the first episode, he gets captured, pretty much. So he's not in the land of dreams anymore. So he's not there to, make sure that dreams and nightmares stay in the land of dreaming. And then also he's not there to like wake people up from their dreams. So like people in the real world, like there's like this disease that's like, it's not a disease, but they call it a disease where people just didn't wake up from sleeping pretty much. Okay. And it's because he was captured in this thing, blah, blah, blah. All
right.
Eventually gets out. And then everything that happens after that, I don't know why I should care. Like, because it just seems like a lot of like the character of the Sandman is just like a pissy baby boy that doesn't get his way. And he's just like, ooh, I work alone. Ooh. And then by the end of the episode,
baby boys.
Pretty much like the end of the episode, he like kind of learns his lesson a little bit. Like, like there's this phenomenal episode that I love. It was my favorite one where there was this dude and pretty much he just said he never wanted to die. So Dream and one of his siblings, which was like pretty much an angel of death, gave him immortal life and to see how long he would go until he wanted to die, and just kept going until it was like modern day. And there was this one moment where the guy was like, you keep coming back every year because you're my friend. And Dream, being a god and a pissy baby boy, goes, you dare accuse me of having such fickle feelings for you? and then just storms off straight up, and then doesn't show up for a year. And then at the end of the episode, he finally shows up again. And he's like, I think I owe you an apology, as they call it in your realm, because I kept a friend waiting. And I'm like, oh, he learned his lesson that he has friends. Yeah. And then literally next episode, pissy baby, you're not my friend. You are a librarian. Go back to the books, bitch. Straight up. And I'm like, what the fuck? What happened to the friend shit? Like, she ruled while you were gone. Well, not ruled, but she looked over things while you were gone. And now you're telling her to go back to the... It didn't make sense, but it was also fucking gorgeous and really well made. Like,
sometimes that's all you need.
Yeah. And I was high. So that was a thing. But
and I was gone off the edible.
Yeah. It was very good though. It was very good. Like, it was good, but I don't care about it, which is the weird thing. Like, like there's this one episode that like really made me like think about like life in a different way. And the next day I was like, okay, I'm back to normal. Like,
anyway,
like back to your regularly scheduled programming. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. I loved it though. I loved watching it, but I need to understand why I loved, because I can't pinpoint that mentally myself, if that makes sense.
Why do I like this?
Yeah. Why do I like this? Because I shouldn't, because it isn't inherently good storytelling, if that makes sense.
I get you.
I don't know.
I think you're overthinking it. Sometimes you just got to sit there and take the junk and just watch it. And that was.
But it's not junk though. That's the crazy part. Ah, man, I don't know. I have a problem.
I mean, like, I still think you're overthinking it.
I am, but the show makes you overthink everything on purpose. It's like, dude, there's this like fight scene between Dream and the devil herself.
Yes.
And it's not an actual fight at all. The fight is them going, I am whatever. Like, they're like personifying themselves. So like, I am a snake. And then like the other person be like, I am a bird of prey. And then as the bird of prey attacks the snake, that person would get like a slash on their face from the talons of the fucking bird. And then I'm like, this is so thrilling and amazing, but I also think this is stupid.
Watch that now, just to get the full breadth of what's happening.
I literally watched it all in one workday while like just plugging away shit. And then I had 2 episodes left, took an edible, and then I watched those episodes. Yeah, you know, you got to relax, bro. You gotta let your toes out.
I don't even think that's the case anymore. I think you just take an edible with whatever you're doing.
Yeah, kind of.
And your excuse is, well, no, you got to, so I can relax.
It's not a got to thing. As of this point, I'm just like, you know, I like being chill and like my brain not like, you know, like.
Yes.
I like getting rid of the white noise, which is nice.
I understand that.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I watched this week. I'm sure that we'll have some sort of comments in the comment section regarding the show and why.
That's where the comments go.
Yeah, that's the thing. Drop your comments below. Time for the news.
Time for the news.
Welcome to the news section. We don't have a theme song or anything like that. We should get like a themes for each section.
I know. We're working on it.
Yeah. That'd be cool. They kind of do that for the Major Wrestling Figure podcast, but they're also sponsored for every segment that they do. So like each segment has its own like music, but then also like, this is brought to you by.
That's what we got to do. We keep saying that.
What?
We got to like have our own ads in between the sections that we
I forgot about that. Yeah. Shit.
We got to do that.
Brought to you by savebeforequitting.com, where you can get all your favorite fucking merch on clothing.
No, like, hey, you with the no shirt. You're not wearing a shirt right now?
Hey, you, put your titties away.
There's shirts on there.
Titties away.
And you can put your titties away with the titty shirt at savebeforequitting.com. It writes itself.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's actually pretty good.
That wasn't even a script. We just did it.
Or was it a script? And you just will never know.
You'll never know.
But News. Where do we want to start? We want to start with the Discord or the stuff that we've sent back and forth to each other on Instagram?
Let's start the Discord.
Discord?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Your mic slightly cut in and out for a second there.
Check.
It's all good.
All right.
It's just for like a momentary lapse.
Word.
All right. What was the first one we had? I think it was Dragon Ball Z and Fortnite straight up.
Well, we kind of talked about that already.
Yeah.
Hey, Dragon Ball Z and Fortnite.
Yep.
Go
Dragon Ball Z and Fortnite.
Your life away.
Yes. There is a rumor, since this is a very long event that is going on, that there will be more skins added from Dragon Ball. I'm very much hoping for a Gohan and Piccolo set.
They gotta have Gohan and Piccolo, yo.
If they don't, I'd be very confused, especially with the movie coming out this Friday, which I'm going to see and I'm excited for. Yeah, so Figure Friday will be shorter this week and I will not be high.
I don't know if I'll make it to the one you're showing, but I am going to go see it.
I will sadly be alone at that showing because of Bert's,
that's right.
COVID. Yeah.
Fuck. Well, now I'm sad. I wish I could make it.
No, that's fine. I go to the movies alone all the time.
Yeah, but you didn't plan to go alone this time.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. If you can, then do it. There's literally one seat next to me, and now there's going to be two. So whatever. But you have a family, and it's a Friday night.
She can be like, "Where the fuck are you going?" Like, I have to go see the balls. Super dragon of the dragon variety.
Yeah. Heck yeah. But yeah, maybe that'll be a thing. I'm assuming maybe this Friday they'll do it, maybe. In theory, because like it comes out with the movie, maybe.
If I had to add like characters that game needs to have just to represent Dragon Ball, you need Gohan, you need Piccolo, you need Krillin, and you need Frieza.
Yeah. I would put Cell in there too, because I think that Cell would be cool. Because like the main thing with these skins is that there's an emote that comes with them that lets them go Super Saiyan, and Super Saiyan Blue, and Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, or whatever. Fuck the bullshit is. I've not watched Super, if you can't tell.
Ultra Instinct, Chris.
Is that the gray hair one? Yes. Or like the silver? Okay. What is the Vegeta one that is after Super Saiyan Blue that is just a darker shade of blue?
Fuck, I don't know. I forgot what that's called. Super, I don't know.
Okay.
I remember when that happened and I was just like, they gave it a name, but I was just like, so he's bluer?
Yeah. Like his hair matches his outfit more than it does.
Yeah. It's some kind of like ascended blue, Super Saiyan Blue.
I mean, okay. I just didn't know because that was like the final form for him.
Q CLD in the Discord, who will correct us like he does. CLD is our UAO of the show. Can you guess what that means?
UAO?
He is our actually officer. He will come in the Discord every show where we can't figure something out, or he didn't get to the part where we figure it out to tell us what is what.
Yes.
Actually, that's who.
That was very clever, and I'm still recovering from it. Just so you know,
change his title to the UAO in the Discord.
Oh man!
But you need that guy. You need that guy.
Yeah. I don't disagree, but yeah. So that's a thing that is happening in Fortnite right now. If you'd like to go get the skins, Goku and Beerus come together for 2,700 V-Bucks. Bulma and Vegeta are 2,300, and then there's a pack of the Nimbus, the Saiyan Pod, and then Master Roshi's turtle shell and stick. So
how much is all of that in real money?
So pretty much 1,000 V-Bucks is $10, right?
So you're paying like, if you want everything, you're paying like $50-something.
$50-$60.
Yeah.
The more you spend real money wise though, you get more V-Bucks. So like in theory, if you spend $50 just on V-Bucks, you get probably around like 64 total dollars. Like equivalent, like if you were to like equate it to $10 equals 1,000, you're getting 6,400 for $50. So you're getting more, but also it's whatever. Gotcha. I picked up all three because I'm a simp.
Well, yes, that's why I asked the question, so I knew how much it meant.
Yeah, I'm not super happy about it, but
why not?
It's one of those things where I'm like, it's
who you are.
Yeah. It's a kid's game. That's where I'm at with it. Next up, sad news for me specifically in my video game fucking league. Hogwarts Legacy decided to fuck me raw right after Midnight Suns, and I forget what the other one was that fucked me that was also delayed last week. But Hogwarts Legacy has been delayed until Metal Slug. That was it. That was the other one that fucked my ass. My ras.
Your ras.
My ass.
Ras, bruh.
It's my ras because I'm naturally a shade of red.
There you go.
Always. But it was delayed, and it's going to launch on February 10th, 2023. And Nintendo Switch launch date is still yet to be revealed. But, they pushed it back. I don't know how I feel about it. There is going to be something shown for Hogwarts Legacy next week at Geoff Keighley's whatever event that he's doing at 2 fucking p.m. on a Tuesday. For fuck's sake, Jeff.
I'm all we're Team Keighley over here, but you and your events.
Keighley needs to get a fucking watch, dude.
Why 2 p.m.?
Like, nobody can watch that. Like, we got an email in savebeforequitting, fully spelled out, at gmail.com from Geoff Keighley himself saying, hey, co-stream this. And I'm like, oh shit, cool, Jeff, we'll do that. 2 p.m. on a Tuesday. Who the fuck is able to do that?
Exactly.
Especially on such short, late notice. You just emailed me today, which is a Wednesday. If I wanted to request off to live stream this, ain't gonna get put through.
Yeah, I knew about it like maybe the end of last week, but he didn't put out. I don't think the times were put out, so I was just like, all right. Yeah. And I also didn't know the depth of this show. I'm like, so is it just like it's a Gamescom thing? So I'm just like, all right, well, are they just like showing highlights of games to come, just a highlight reel of what's going on right now in gaming? But no, he put out shit like there's going to be new footage of Callisto Protocol and new announcements. And I was like, so it's a whole like thing.
Yeah.
It's a whole
and you're fucking legit, doing it at 2.
Legit Keighley event. Like, I can't.
I don't get it. Like, if Geoff Keighley came on camera on TikTok or on a live stream or some shit and said, I'm doing it at this time because I want all of you motherfuckers to go fuck yourselves and not co-stream my shit. At least we have a reason. Then, because like, it doesn't make sense. How are you going to ask us to co-stream your shit when we have to work fucking jobs?
Hire us, Jeff. That way we can be front row center.
We could do that. I'll stop complaining immediately. But yeah, that's a thing.
I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I'm interested to see what's going to be announced and what's going to be shown. I just probably will be late to the news.
Yep. And in regards to that Hogwarts getting pushed back news, that is mainly because publishers are rescheduling their release dates because they are afraid, in quotes, of competing against God of War Ragnarok, which they rightfully should be, but also, goddamn, y'all fucked me into my fantasy league, yo. Like, y'all like tore apart my anus.
As soon as this Hogwarts information came out, because right before this came out, the Forspoken, they put out their own little cyberpunk note on Twitter that said that was getting pushed back. And right before that was the Metal Slug getting pushed back.
Yep.
And then this news came out. Yeah, Midnight Suns. And then this news came out about God of War.
Yep.
So the industry is terrified to release anywhere near God of War.
I mean, it makes sense, but it's also like, bruh, like,
it's crazy.
I don't know, man. I mean, I'm excited for it. I still need to request off for God of War because I will be taking multiple days off just to play this game. I don't know do I want to stream that or do I just want to experience it? I don't know. I feel like so many people are going to be streaming it. So it's like
a game like that I personally couldn't stream that.
Yeah.
Because I think it would be interesting if people would just like to see God of War, but if you're waiting for me to be like entertaining, I'm gonna be too like into the game.
Yeah. There's a part of me that's like, I would stream it and literally not even have my face cam on.
Yeah.
Like, it would just be my voice every once in a while. I'll put the stream avatars on maybe, but like...
it's just you on there and something happens, just like, oh shit.
Like, straight up. Like, it might just be that.
It's small reactions like, oh shit. Oh, oh, that's cool.
I mean, y'all let me know in the chat and in the comments if you would want me to do that, because I know a lot of you will be playing it yourselves.
Yeah, that's another thing. So people are not going to want to watch if they're playing it because they don't want to see more than spoilers. They played.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I feel like when this comes out, I might just straight up mainline it. Like, I'm gonna play this until I need to sleep the next night, and that's fine. But like, I don't think it's. I think there's gonna be so many people streaming this as well. So like, there's no chance of us getting new viewers. And then also the people that already watch us are going to want to play it themselves. So it's like, doesn't make much sense to stream it. Like, yes, we'll get clips and shit, but like,
Right.
Like, what if I want to fucking burp so loud that I fart and piss at the same time? I can't do that on stream.
It sounds like a sexual experience.
Probably.
So many things are getting coming. What?
Moving on. What's up next, Ant? Speaking of the God of War,
PlayStation released a Myths of Midgard quote unquote trailer, a God of War Ragnarok trailer. It's not really a trailer. It's just a storybook recap of what happened in the first God of War. It's catching you up to, so if you didn't play it or didn't finish it, you can watch this video and then jump right into Ragnarok.
Yeah. I'm excited, man. I'm really excited for this game.
Yeah, it's gonna be game of the year. Next year anyway. It's gonna be. We had that whole talk in the chat.
Do you think? I know this is very stupid of a question at this point. That this is the second game in a trilogy, or this is just it?
Honestly, a part of me feels like this is it.
Okay. It would make sense to be a trilogy, obviously, because
of course
everything comes in threes, and also that's just poetic.
I feel like I heard something like that though. Like, I feel like I said like they don't plan for this to be a trilogy or something like that, or like Cory Barlog is not doing enough. Like, if there is another one, he's not going to be on it. He's because he wants to work on something else.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, you see Kratos enough, and you're like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah,
I'd like to change my skin in Fortnite, please.
When did the first one come out? 2018?
I think so, yeah.
So yeah, he's been seeing nothing but Kratos for years because it came out in 2018, but they were probably working on it since 2016, 15. Probably working on it since then. So he's just seen Kratos for 6-7 years of his. He probably wants to do some other shit. Makes sense. Honestly, I can see them doing a spinoff. Like, I don't know what's going to happen in this game, obviously, until we play this game. But maybe from here on out, you'll just be Atreus.
That'd be cool.
And he would have his own games. I
could see them even doing like a time skip if they did a third one. And like, you're still Kratos, but like the antagonist becomes Atreus because of whatever happens in this.
Right. So I think it would have to be something like that. But at the same time, like, I wouldn't want that for years. Like, I would want, like, we would have to be damn near on PS6.
Yeah.
Because I want to see what else Sony Santa Monica could put out. Because if we're just getting, this is such high quality that now I want to see what other shit y'all can do.
Agreed. Yeah. See, the way I would write this or book it in wrestling terms, whatever happens in this game causes like a falling out between the two, leading to obviously Atreus taking on Loki, as what, in the first game happened. It is revealed that he is Loki. Him becoming like this huge antagonist, like going to the Frost realm, whatever it's called, and like making an army of frost giants, becoming like this huge big bad, pretty much trying to take over all the realms and shit, taking down all the gods. And the only one that can stop him is Kratos. But then we get to that final fight in the third game, and you can't do it. And he's just like pummeling you, and he's like, "Fight back, you!" Like just yelling at the like Kratos, like "Fight back!" Like fighting through tears and shit. And Kratos is just taking it and just letting him kill him. So and then like that is where Kratos dies.
It's the reverse Invincible.
Yes. Yes, reverse Invincible, except for Kratos just accepts his death and like I'm sorry for creating you and making you become this, but I'm not gonna fight you because you're my son. And then that's where it ends, and it's
poetic, dope ending to that.
Yeah, that's how I book that. Hire me, Corey.
Yeah, do it, Corey. Come on,
please.
And if you're not gonna do it, Corey, then, hey, Geoff, is that offer still on the table?
Somebody hire us.
Somebody, please. We've been asking somebody to hire us since this show started.
Yeah. That's how I would
looking at you, G4.
The second and third game and like wrap it up so that we don't. Not that I don't want another Kratos game, but like I feel like Kratos has served his purpose and is okay to die. If that makes sense, by like the end of whatever happens in this game into a third game, like that's without even knowing what this game is pretty much about. Besides, Ragnarok is a thing, but like I that's how I would write this series as a whole to like wrap it up if we're doing a trilogy series, because obviously we want to see adult Atreus because fuck yeah, that'd be awesome,
right? And
like have him like full on like fur around his neck from all the hunts that he's gone on, like horned helmet, kind of similar to the Marvel one or something like that, but like more Viking and shit, and then just straight up going and like taking over realms and shit. And Kratos is just like, I need to stop you, but then just lets him kill him. And he's like, no, I'm sorry, this is my fault that this happened. And that's when Atreus births a snake.
There you go. Do what Dragon Ball planned to do.
Yeah.
And let the sun take over.
That's what I would do. 100%. Yeah. And then like you could leave it all like that cliffhanger of like, will there be an Atreus standalone game? Wait 10 plus years after that.
Yeah.
That's when we get the Atreus game. And he's got the fucking Leviathan axe. He's got the fucking chain blades.
That'd be dope as shit though.
Yeah. And
make that a PS6 launch game right there.
Everywhere.
But like everywhere. All over the place.
I'll see if I can find a nice thing that I can edit in. Look at all the goop dripping.
Ew. What are we doing?
God damn. Sucks that I like editing now, huh?
It is what it is. Let Sony Santa Monica do what they want. Don't let Cory Barlog end up like Sakurai, who kept making Smash Brothers, and he kept saying, I don't know how long I can keep doing this. And he just keeps making Smash Brothers games.
I can do this all day.
All right.
Cory Barlog.
Cory was like, fuck this. Because he handed it over. I forgot who he handed it over to. Whoever's heading this one. I think the person who was head of this one, the Cory Barlog, was still a consultant, but he wasn't like the top dude, like he wasn't the first. God of War 2018.
Yeah, but
we know a lot about video games, and we could just talk nerd out with producers and developers all day.
Fucker. But moving on from God of War and its eventual destruction of the whole entire game industry, in addition to the new announcements fans can see at the Disney and Marvel Game Showcase on September 9th at D23 Expo, you can also see new reveals from titles including Disney Dreamlight Valley, Marvel's Midnight Suns, Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, and a sneak peek at an upcoming Marvel Ensemble game from Skydance New Media.
What did they make?
That is a great question.
I'm about to look it up.
While you look that up, I'm going to go top down from the titles they talked about. So Disney Dreamlight Valley, I'm pretty sure that's like the Sims looking Disney game.
Yeah.
I'm actually interested in that game because it seems like a nice chill game, if that makes sense, with like recognizable characters that you love. And like, it's Sims, but it's also like there's challenges that you have to go do to like build people's houses and shit, like the characters.
Yeah.
So I'm interested in that one genuinely, not even like as like a, oh yeah, I don't play those games, but I'm genuinely interested. Midnight Suns, obviously, with it didn't. So here's the thing with Midnight Suns, it didn't necessarily like confirm that it's not coming out this year. It said by the end of the fiscal year, which is technically February or March. I forget March. Okay. I was close. So in theory, it could still come out this year. In theory, probably not, but it could still come out before the end of 2022. So I'm interested to see why, and if like they talk about why they pushed it back in this, because from when we talked about this last week, obviously the game is looking good and surprisingly good at that.
Right.
So I'm really curious to see why they pushed it back and if they actually like talk to us about that, because that's something that I like when they're transparent about it, if that makes sense. Like if you tell me the reason that you're pushing back is because, oh yeah, we got this, and this that we wanted to add in and it's really cool and blah, blah, blah. Like, sure. But like, if you're just like, yeah, we're pushing it back because we got to make it better, yo. Like, that's fine, but like, throw me a bone. A wet bone.
Wet bone.
Yeah.
I get it.
But also Lego Skywalker Saga. I mean, that's the best Star Wars Lego game that will ever be made again. It's probably the last one that will ever be made. I assume it's just character packs at the lad of like Clone Wars type stuff. Maybe Bad Batch Season 2 once that comes out. Andor, Rogue One, all that jazz. Yeah. Maybe they'll add the movies in as DLC, because I know they only have like the main 9 of the Skywalker saga. And they don't have like Mandalorian in the game. Like the characters in the game, you could play as him, but like the story of the Mandalorian is not in the game. So like,
gotcha.
What if they added the Mandalorian season 1 starter pack or some shit, and it's just like all of season 1 retold in Lego form?
Something.
I would do that. I would go play that. But what did Skydance make?
Skydance didn't make much because they were founded in 2019. But
shit.
It is led by, hold on, let me get to her, Amy Hennig, who, hold on, has been making games since 89. She made Electric Cop, Desert Strike, Return. I remember that game, Desert Strike. I had it on Genesis. Michael Jordan, Chaos in the Windy City, 3D Baseball, Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver 2, Legacy of Kain Defiance, Jack 3, Uncharted Drake's Fortune, Uncharted 2, 3, Golden Abyss, Battlefield Hardline, and Forspoken. She's worked on those. She developed her own video game development studio, which is Skydance New Media, and she's the one that's supposed to be coming out with that it's like a new Star Wars game coming out.
Oh yeah,
it was announced Lucasfilm would collaborate to make a game based on the Star Wars universe, like that open world, the big Star Wars game.
Yeah.
She's the one heading that up, so it makes sense that she's part of this D23 thing. So with that being said, and she has such a pedigree behind her, I'm definitely interested in whatever this Marvel Ensemble game is.
I'm curious of what team or ensemble it would be.
I feel like it's Fantastic Four or X-Men.
I don't know if they do Fantastic Four. X-Men is a safe bet, but it depends on which X-Men you're doing.
I only think that because if it's coming out at D23, I'm trying to think of what they have coming that they could be like associating it with. So I thought of like the X-Men, the 97 coming back out.
Yeah. And the Fantastic Four movie.
The Fantastic Four movie. And that's where my guesses come from. And it's an ensemble, so I mean it's only so we've already had Avengers and we already had
Guardians. There's a part of me that wants it to be not a team that everyone's familiar with.
That would be dope.
I'd love like a Young Avengers game.
Mm-hmm.
Or like New Mutants or something like that. Like get me like a Riri Williams Iron Man, like Ironheart. And then like you have your Hawkeye, so you have Kate Bishop and then shit like that. That would work out. You have your magic users from the Maximoff twins. I don't think they're twins actually. They're just the Wanda and Pietro, I think are. I don't fucking know. Maybe New Mutants, that would work too.
Just make the Spider-Verse game.
That would also very much be just phenomenal.
Yes.
But also give that to Insomniac. Fuck everyone else.
They wouldn't. They're not going to do it anyway because it's Disney Marvel. And that would have to be Sony, right?
Technically, yeah. That is true. So then Spider-Man people are out of this, just straight up.
Yeah.
Fuck. I'm like racking my brain because like the safe choices are obviously X-Men, like the main team, and then Fantastic Four. But like, I have a feeling that it's not that.
I feel like I do too. I'm only saying that, like I said, based off the stuff that's coming out.
Yeah,
it could very well be completely not way out of that ballpark. But I think, honestly, Fantastic Four. I don't know if they feel like that would be a safe enough bet to make that a video game out of nowhere, unless they just have that much of a plan. Like we also get the trailer for that, and then they say something about this game.
I don't think we'll get the trailer anytime soon. That's far
neither.
out.
Neither do I. Yeah. That's why I'm kind of like I have to say Fantastic Four just because they're an ensemble and they said they're working on the movie. But I would just on a regular day, I wouldn't think that's what they're showing.
What about X-Force? Deadpool.
Yeah, I wouldn't be. Honestly, that's a good guess. I like that guess. I like that guess a lot.
Get Nolan North to come back to voice Deadpool again. That's a game I need to fucking emulate. Shit.
That's a good ass game.
That
game was fun as hell.
I had that game. Mm-hmm. One of my best friends who sadly passed away brought it to his ex-girlfriend's house. And then they broke up. And then I was like, I need you to get my game back. My PS3 Deadpool. I need you to get it back for me. And he's like, you can talk to her. And I'm like, no,
that's not how this works. I let you borrow it.
I'm like, yeah, I was like pretty much that, but I was also like, I also cannot talk to women. So I'm gonna need you to supersede this. Get over your squabbles that you've had in a relationship, and I'm gonna need you to, get my fucking game back. But I never got it. Now we'll emulate.
Oh, at that point, fuck that. I'm talking to women at that point.
I ain't doing that. That's too scary.
Bitch.
Yes. Yeah. What's up next?
Multiverse's next files are Black Adam and Stripe.
Yes. This was leaked.
Leaked. Yeah. This was leaked the day before this news was posted. I'm
pretty sure that it was leaked and then they were just like, fuck it. Yeah. Because I don't think they were going to put this up yet. But
the day before, even before the leak dropped, somebody on Twitter was like, check the Multiverse's characters start screen tomorrow. You're gonna see something. And then the next day, that's when the leak happened, and that's what this was.
Yeah. It's kind of, I don't know. It makes sense to have Black Adam, especially with the movie coming out, even though the movie might not matter because, DC's in shambles.
Super shambles.
Like Superman. Get shit. And then Stripe is if you don't know who Stripe is, it's one of the Gremlins from, I think Gremlins 2 is where he made his debut. Or he might have been in 1 now that I think about it. I don't remember. But it's a gremlin
character.
Yeah, Gremlins have been a cult favorite of like characters and shit. Like I'll go to Target still and there'll still be Gremlins toys. And I'm like, bruh, this movie hasn't like existed at all in years compared to like Nightmare on Elm Street and fucking Freddy and Jason, like all that shit. Like that, I'm like, at least those are still somewhat still in media, like there's still Halloween movies, there's still Michael Myers, but like Gremlins have died.
Yeah.
So it's weird, especially with like you were going to have Rick and Morty be your like debut, here come new characters, and now they're not in the game. Like
I'm more excited for them than Black Adam.
Yeah.
Right.
They have a Rick and Morty map in the game.
Yeah.
And you don't have them in the game yet. Like, what? But I don't know. What characters do you think we get after this, besides Rick and Morty, from the WB space?
We're going to get Mortal Kombat characters, I bet. Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
Oh, my God. My eyes. Jesus Christ. I just looked up WB properties, and then Google's like, oh, you wanted to be blind?
Google will do that. But Sub-Zero and Scorpion for sure. I feel like they or one Sub-Zero and or Scorpion. If we get one, it's going to be Scorpion. I feel like that's like a layup, like obviously.
Yeah. So I didn't know this, but apparently WB owns New Line Cinema franchises. So that includes, and I'm pretty sure this has got to be one, Austin Powers.
Yeah, that would be, it'd be funny, and honestly, I can see them doing it.
Barbershop.
Ice Cube.
Dumb and Dumber.
There's your Jim Carrey.
Elf.
Okay.
Friday the 13th.
Oh, I could definitely see them doing that.
Little Nicky.
Everybody's in it. Adam Sandler. Let's go.
The Mask.
You got to put The Mask in.
Mortal Kombat, Nightmare on Elm, Shazam, and then TMNT.
They would put TMNT in the Nickelodeon one and this one.
I mean, I don't know if they're allowed to do that unless it's specifically the movie Turtles.
Yeah, because Nickelodeon owns them.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah. So it would have to be like the OG, like Go Ninja, Go, motherfuckers.
You got to put The Mask in there, yo.
Oh, yeah.
He fits that aesthetic so well.
Bruh, his down special would just be his tongue unrolling from his mouth in wolf form.
Yeah.
Bruh.
He has that giant, like, cartoon hammer he had in the fucking, oh, man.
Dude, his charge regular hit, like his punch, but like the over hit would be his heart coming out of his chest. Like, and pull his shirt back.
The neutral or the special should be him pulling out those guns and just shooting all those fucking bullets out.
Yeah. Either that or he pulls out the conga, the maracas.
Yeah. That would be funny as shit.
Bruh.
That's his dash. He just dashes into you with the maracas.
Chick, chicky, boom, chick, chicky, boom, chick, chicky, boom.
My name is Cuban Pete. That was the shit.
I miss that. I'm going to watch that movie tonight now.
I watched it not recently, but like in the last like 2 years, I watched that movie.
Yeah. Cameron Diaz's first movie ever.
Cameron Diaz was looking good in that movie.
Charlie's Angels, though.
She looked better in Charlie's Angels than she did in this, in The Mask.
No, but like the ensemble of all three of them was like, hey,
that's what
how you doing?
Yeah.
That was the moment where I was like, yeah, I can't talk to women.
That's the moment you need to be like, I need to talk to women.
Nah, bro. I ain't gonna shake and bake like that. If you know, you know.
No.
If you know, you know.
Do I know?
Shake and bake.
The product?
Yeah.
Or the
product. It was in the movie with Drew Barrymore and the one guy.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Shake,
I haven't
bake.
seen that movie in a while.
I shake, you bake.
Yeah, okay.
And then they fuck.
That's right. Gotta get the fuck in it.
Oh, man.
Also, I feel like they like, how are Animaniacs not in this game?
Oh, they will be.
They are the
I just
Warner
think that
Brother
they gotta really, because it's got to be all three of them as one character, like Ice Climber style, but like that's going to be so hard to like do, as a whole. Because like the Ice Climbers already in and of themselves is an insanely creative coded character that you have two people at the same time, but they're doing different things kind of. Same thing with Tom and Jerry. Like that's already complex. Like you're going to add a third person into the fucking mix and they're the Animaniacs who can literally do anything because cartoon.
Yeah. Then you got to put a Pinky in the Brain.
Pinky in the Brain would be good. They'd be solid, but would they be small? Because Tom is small and he's a mouse.
Jerry is the mouse.
Ham and Jerry. I'm Talon.
I'm Talon and Jerry.
I'm Talon and Jerry.
Duo we didn't think we needed.
Yeah. I'm not good at names. We know this, no matter what it is.
Every time we talk about Tom and Jerry in reference to this game, you make that mistake.
Because I'm bad. And they don't say their names in the fucking show.
So
like, I don't care. I'm just like, this is funny slapstick comedy. Yes, I said comedy. Anyway, moving on. Moving on. I posted some D-brand stuff in the Discord. There is a Steam Deck case / grip that they're advertising right now. It's called the Kill Switch. It's actually pretty cool looking. For what it is.
Yo.
What?
One time during a Figure Friday, I put this link in the chat because I was I'm thinking about getting this and we get our Steam Decks.
Did you?
Yes.
Did you buy it?
No. Oh. But I'm saying I
don't remember that.
We talked about this.
We did?
Not on the podcast, I don't think.
Oh. Do we not want to talk about it?
No. We can talk about it. I'm just saying.
Are you sure about that?
You're talking about like it's pretty cool. I was like, I've told you about this.
I don't remember. We don't remember what we say after we stop hitting record.
True. I can't refute that. But yeah.
You're saying that you put something in a fucking chat that disappears after it's gone? At least the podcasts are still there.
You mentioned it during the chat.
Anything. I plead the fifth. Anyway, this thing looks cool as shit. It's cool looking.
No.
It's got a impact resistant grip case, a magnetic kickstand. You can put skins on it. You can also put tempered glass on it and a travel cover and stick grips to get some good stuff. And the best is the way that it's advertised. We've noticed that there aren't many Steam Deck accessories out there. That's fine. More money for us. Much like Half-Life 3, this project is going to take time. And unlike Half-Life 3, it's actually going to come out. Here's a sneak peek. So it looks pretty cool. You can actually go to the website now, and there's a little checkbox that says, I acknowledge that this checkbox is totally meaningless. Click on that.
D-brand.
They're so good. But you can reserve a set, or I guess it's a set, because you're getting the stand, the grip, the case that goes over top, and the what's called the stick grips. But you can reserve it for $3. It doesn't say how much the main thing will be once it's like actually out, though. So,
which is weird because at one point it did.
Yeah.
You know, when I sent it to you originally.
Yeah, how much was that price?
I don't remember.
Exactly. That's no idea. Sounds like you didn't do it.
Get the fuck out of here.
But yeah, it looks cool. I mean, I might toss a reserve on it. I'm not super like in need of it at the moment, I don't think. I do like the tempered glass thing that they have on there that you can get. But it looks like if you just get the kill switch, you get that included with the kill switch. So it looks like you're getting all three offerings at the same time with it. And then sticking in the tech, and we'll get there and then we'll head over to Instagram news. But CLD posted in the Discord that the Joy-Cons for the Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, the Shield and the Sword ones, those are on sale right now over at Walmart for a nice amount of money of $69. So if you're interested in those, go pick them up. I'm good. I don't think I'll ever buy Joy-Cons.
Yeah, I'm good too.
Yeah.
I still feel like Switch is
dead.
Much longer for this world.
Yeah.
Switch
is lost.
It didn't lose.
It lost when the Steam Deck came out, and then you could play fucking Switch games on the Steam Deck.
Yeah, it didn't like Switches still sold almost 100 million units.
True. But fuck that shit. But let's head over to Instagram. I think the last thing that we posted that we were talking about before where were we at? August 10th is the last time we recorded, right?
What's today's date? The 17th?
That's a great question. I think so.
7 days ago, so the 10th, yes.
Yeah, okay, cool. Let me scroll back. So on the 10th, we already talked about the Yakuza stuff. I don't think we talked about the IGN projects from DC that are in jeopardy. That's the first one I think we got to talk about.
Oh, let me look at the IG shit.
It's from August 11th.
Shit.
This is running long, this episode.
It is. I didn't think it would be this long, but all the ones I never think are long are going to be long.
Yeah. To be fair, there is a portion in the middle that's like maybe 10 minutes that'll be cut out because it's just silence.
True that. Shit, wait, where are we at?
August 11th.
Bullshit to each other.
That is true.
August 11th, and what was the news?
IGN.
Okay.
And we're back.
Supergirl, Black Superman, Static Shock, Green Lantern projects reportedly in jeopardy. Wow, all the black character movies got me in jeopardy. I have to say that because I'm black. And they were all black. And
it's in the contract.
It's in the contract. We signed it when we're born. You had to be there. Development.
That's illegal. You're a baby. I think that's illegal.
No, because you as a black person, you have to sign it or they'll put you back into your mother. Development has reportedly slowed on the more diverse slate of DC films and TV series with no directors attached to any of the projects.
Yeah.
Is Black Superman called Black Superman? He can't be, right?
No, he's just called Superman.
Okay.
Yeah. It's kind of like with Jonathan Kent, who is Superman's son.
Mm-hmm.
He's now Superman. He was Superboy, but now he is an adult.
He's grown into Superman.
Well, there was like some weird thing that happened where like I think he like was pretty much Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but like age and upwards, pretty much. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't think it's exactly that, but it was like some bullshit where like, you know, he went somewhere and that caused him to age quicker or some bullshit.
Right.
And he's now an adult, but he's also gay. Jonathan Kent. Yeah. Now here's the funny part about that. And this sounds bad, but people are so fucking stupid in this world that they put out articles like, you know, like fucking New York Times and shit.
Yeah.
Like the not comic book places like IGN and like comicbook.com where they're like, Superman is gay now. And that was the title.
I feel like I remember.
Because like, yeah, and people were enraged. Like, why they gotta ruin all these classic characters, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, didn't read the article. It's Jonathan Kent, his fucking son. Like,
everybody reads the headline on.
Yeah. The same shit happened when the Black Superman was the thing. It's the same thing with Miles Morales that happened. Everyone's like, well, it's Miles Morales, it's not Spider-Man. I'm like, well, no, it's Spider-Man, but we say Miles Morales to understand which one we're talking about. Because like when I say Spider-Man and Peter Parker, that's the same thing.
Right.
Because I could be talking about either one. Because one kind of is better than the other. That being Miles. But I don't know much about the Black Superman. At all. Like, I know he's the president in his universe.
I don't.
Yeah. Like, I think he's like the president. Like, that's who he is. Like, it's President Superman. But like, I don't know.
Get President Superman on the phone.
Yeah. I don't know anything about it. But Static Shock and Green Lantern deserve so much love in series yesterday.
Static Shock is well overdue.
Yeah.
For some more love.
Yeah, 100%. He just had a figure release recently.
Oh, yeah?
It was the new 52 version, though, I think. is the suit, or maybe it's the current version of the suit. But it's pretty cool looking. CLD and I talk too much about figures, so that's the only reason I bring it up. But yeah, so
all good.
Shit sucks. World sucks. DC sucks. Speaking of DC sucking, apparently WB is reportedly considering scrapping the Flash movie entirely due to Ezra Miller's behavior. As of this recording, Ezra Miller has since been I don't know if captured is the right term.
Did he apologize or something now too?
Yeah. So apparently they came forward with an apology saying that they're clearly not mentally fit and there's some shit going on and whatnot. I'm like, yeah, no fucking shit.
Yeah.
No shit. You've kidnapped people. You've assaulted people. Yeah. Obviously, your brain's not right. You fucking dummy. Sorry. I can call you a dummy. You have a lot of money, Ezra Miller.
I'm allowed now.
But yeah, so with that being a thing and that statement coming out, I'm hesitant to say that WB is considering at all scrapping this movie anymore because that statement was made. They're probably going to go get some help, which is fine. Rehabilitation is the key to everything. But like, Jesus Christ, DC, like... It sucks so bad too because it's very similar to like the real world situations of shit. Like if you look at it through like a fine like what's the like a peephole, it looks really bad because of all the shit that Ezra Miller's doing. But if you were to like move that peephole to the side and look at the bigger picture, like Aquaman's looking good, Black Adam's looking good. The Blue Beetle movie's looking good. Like all this shit that's still happening in Shazam too. Like that looks good. Yeah. Meanwhile, this one person is ruining everything. And it sucks because everything kind of cinches on this movie because it's supposed to be like the whole DC reset for them. Right. So, but I don't know. I'm not looking forward to the movie, but Michael Keaton's in it, which is cool. So
yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Next up, Red Hood from Gotham Knights got his own trailer. It dives a little bit deeper into the character, why he's got powers and shit that I was very hesitant about at the start of the game when they were showing him. I don't like it still, but I like that they're addressing it in a way that they knew makes purists sense.
Would be pissed off.
Yeah, like apparently there's like comics that this happens and that's fine, but like I'm still like about it. But I will say this trailer did cause me to go and pre-order the game.
Oh yeah? Oh wait, I think you told me this.
Yes, okay. I pre-ordered the deluxe edition. With that, I get some bonus skins for the game, so I get a whole entire pack that are like themed after Batman Beyond. So all the Nightwing, Batgirl, Robin, and Red Hood, but Batman Beyondified, and then also a pack that has Jim Lee skins, which is like classic as fuck, like looking skins. And that was the main reason I got the deluxe one, because the Jim Lee pack, that's the only way to get those skins. You can't even unlock them in the game later on or anything like that.
So you gotta do it this way.
Yeah, that was like, I saw those and I was like, this is like my favorite versions of these characters. So like I'll pre-order it. Like, here we go. So I pre-ordered it. So we'll be playing that when it comes out on stream, most likely. And we'll see if it's good or not. I don't have high hopes, but I hope that it is fun. So we'll see.
We will see.
Next up in the news, we're trying to go fast.
There have been a number of Dragon Ball. Fucking that's the thing next up, right? Spider-Man PC mods. Now that game's on PC, including the one I found hilarious is the Kingpin flipping and whipping and swinging around the city and fighting himself.
Yeah.
That shit was hilarious. There's also one with Stan Lee doing the same thing.
Yeah.
There's a number of them apparently, but those are the two I saw.
Yeah. I recently just saw one yesterday on TikTok, and it was of the Raimi suit, but it was the symbiote version. So that was pretty cool.
That's pretty
because
cool.
the Raimi suit's already in the game. I think it was like a free skin that they gave you for some shit, and some guy just took that and just modified it to be the symbiote version, and it looks fucking cool.
People are great at what they do.
Yeah, there's a part of me that wants to get this game on Steam, but I know that it'll get put on some Steam summer sale for like $4 fucking at some point, and I'm like, I'll wait till then. I've already played this game 3 times fully through, platinumed it on PlayStation twice technically. I don't need to do it on Steam at the moment, so I'll wait.
Steam, so you know it'll get like be dirt cheap at some point.
Yeah, either that or it'll be bundled or with something. You know, like it'll be like Spider-Man and Miles Morales once that eventually comes to PC too. Because why wouldn't it? You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, cool mods. Cool mods are cool.
Speaking of PC, we didn't have this in the news, but I read it today. PlayStation is officially like promoting their PC ports. Like they're coming out with their launcher.
Nice.
They said they data mined the Spider-Man game, and there's like evidence of a PlayStation PC launcher coming.
Hell yeah. I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully it's better than the Xbox one because I hate it still.
Understood.
Next up after that, which I think is, we have one more after this that's just a quick one, but the Saints Row reboot story trailer has gone live. It's very cool. Pretty much just showing you as a gang leader starting up the gang of the Saints and going from rags to riches pretty much, which, I mean, this has always been the constant theme of Saints Row.
Yep.
And, you know, you got your campiness, you know, very comedic with some of the characters that are in there. Your custom characters where you can be either male or female, which is new to the game, I'm pretty sure, more so. They were advertising like you could be the female lead, which is pretty cool. I'm still debating if I'm getting this or not. Because, like, I want to.
It's one of those games that's like, you keep seeing it exists, but no one is talking about it. Like, it's just like, it's coming, and people are just like, all right.
It is weird, because, like, my favorite Saints Row game is Saints Row the Third. Because it kind of took the campiness and like exploded it to like a level of insanity. And this kind of looks like that, but with a little bit more realism sprinkled on it, which I like. But I don't know, man. Like, even the comments just don't look like anyone's like really like, oh, I can't wait to play this. Like, there's one person that says looking forward to this, and that's it.
No one's talking about it.
Yeah, one person said if you pre-order this, you're an NPC. So like, fucking,
that's pretty funny.
Mid-row, shaking my head, not interested. 3 separate comments. Mid-row again, pass. Someone just wrote. Someone said, "Looks like the new Fortnite season."
I can honestly understand that criticism.
I don't know, man. I mean, I love Saints Row when it gets to that campy shit, so maybe I'll pick it up, but I don't think it's going to be a day one for me at all. So,
no, me neither.
We'll have to take a look at some streamers and see what they're thinking.
It would have to take a hard left, and then it would blow up in a way where like, wait a minute, this is amazing, but I don't see that happening.
Yeah. But last story. And then we'll end the pod. We're not going to do any questions because it's late.
We got to do one question. And because I'm only saying it because it's not really a question.
Oh, is it the email we got?
No, but damn it. You know who you are. That email.
Yeah.
The last news is Rumbleverse seems to be getting amazing reviews. And IGN says Rumbleverse combines all the deep mental mind games and combat sensibilities of a fighting game with the last person standing objective of a battle royale to incredible effect. leading to one of the most refreshing takes on the battle royale genre in recent memory. Gave it a 9 out of 10. People seem to be saying the Rumble version. I still have not played it. I know you played it.
I played it for like 30 minutes in the beta. I didn't do great, but I also just didn't understand what to do. The way that it works, I mean, like I get it now, but like I haven't touched it still. I'm pretty sure it's out right now too, like, and it's free. Fucking, you have to like go around the map after you drop in, like Fortnite style, and instead of like picking up weapons, you're picking up like special moves, pretty much. And then those special moves, you can either upgrade them or pick up a different one that's like a better one, and then you have to use those to then knock out your opponents, whether that be like, you know, grabbing them and choke slamming them from a rooftop to the floor, or, you know, just straight up punching the shit out of them.
Right.
And then like there's also healing items all over the place that you can go do. There's like protein shakes to make you hit stronger, energy things to make you have more like stamina. So like it definitely has a lot of elements to it. It reminds me a lot of the Vampire Masquerade one that's like the Battle Royale, because there's just a lot to it. Yeah. Just not guns, obviously. And it's just a completely different tone as well. But it has the same amount of like, you need to be on your toes the whole time you're playing. So
right.
I'm not sure I'll play it too much. I mean, I'm a wrestling guy, but like, goddamn, is it a lot? So we'll see what happens. But yeah.
I'm gonna give it a whirl. I got it on my hard drive. Maybe I'll just jump in it for a second, see how it is.
Hell yeah. All right. So what is this question that
news section?
What is this thing?
Yuki, XOXO Yuki, aka Nicole, says, "Hear me out. Tortilla challenge." Do you know what that is?
Do I know what that is?
You live on TikTok, of course. You know
I live in TikTok, bruh. Are we doing that?
I just want to know what your response to her comment is.
I mean, I'm not opposed, but like, it's messy, you know?
Is it?
Yeah, because you put water in your mouth.
Oh, it's right. I'm just thinking of slapping each other.
You just want to beat the shit out of me? What is happening here?
How do you know I would beat the shit out of you? I thought you just slap each other with tortillas.
No, you play rock, paper, scissors. Put water in your mouth. And then whoever wins the rock, paper, scissors gets to slap the other person. But the objective of the whole game, it's not really who gets slapped and whatnot. It's keeping the water in your mouth. So like,
we'd have to do it in the backyard.
Yeah. It would be a time. I mean, I'm not opposed. Is there a specific tortilla that we need to get? Do we use garlic and herb, or do we use tomato basil?
Well, seeing as how we're going to, I guess we got to do it more than once just to get the full effect. I would like to use one that, if we don't use all the tortillas, I would still use the tortillas afterwards. Like, we get a pack of a certain flavor that's like, I like this flavor, so let's slap each other with 2 of these, and I'm going to stash the rest of these in the kitchen for when I want something with tortillas.
So what you're saying is we need to go grocery shopping the next time we need to record the podcast.
Apparently. Well, yes. But I'm almost opposed to that, because any time away from here while you're over here is less time that we play Family Feud.
That is true. What if we changed it up with the tortilla challenge? And it's still like the water in mouth thing, but it's like a 2-part question thing. So we'll have like 5 questions for each other. It'd be like video game related. And the answers, you'll have 2 answers to choose from. So it'd be like, I'll just do a simple one, like, who's the main character of Dragon Ball Z? And like, left hand is Goku, right hand is Krillin, you know? And then if you guess right, you don't get slapped. But if you guess wrong, you get fucking slapped. Bada bing, bada boom. And the whole time you have to keep the water in your mouth. But if you get it right, you get to slap me.
Do you have water in your mouth? But how could you, because you're asking questions?
I would assume that I would put the water in my mouth after. Like, if you got the question right, then I would put water in my mouth, and then I would have to like make sure I don't spit it out. And then like obviously the next question would happen. I'd just swallow the water, and then we would reset.
Seems like a way more steps than just.
It's very simple though.
It is. But it's
just
easy
we have to
beat
put
me. You just asked me a bunch of wrestling questions.
No, I said video game questions specific because we're a video game podcast. If you didn't know,
and then you're just going to be like, in WWE 2K22,
what is the name of the women's champion with the face paint and the colored hair?
Asuka.
She has a skin and fall guy. There you go, Asuka. But yeah, I mean, yeah, fuck it. We'll put a spin on it, maybe. That's workshopping. If y'all have better ideas, put it in the Discord, because boy, oh boy, is it late. And we need to go to bed because I need to shower and then go to bed. Because I'm on the night shower thing, but now it's technically a morning shower.
It is a morning shower now. But I have to edit this so it can be out by the time everybody wakes up in the morning.
Shit. Now I feel bad because I was literally just gonna hop off the call and just go fucking shower. Like,
go ahead.
Hey,
either way, I have to edit it.
True, but I feel bad because I normally stay on because like camaraderie.
Take a shower, it's fine.
Yeah,
you got to.
But while I'm
showering,
so fuck
it.
That is true. Fuck. While I'm showering, you guys can all follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube at savebeforequitting. Titty, don't you forget it. Motherfuckers.
Don't do it.
And then also our website, savebeforequitting.com, where you can pick up your own titty t-shirt or titty hat. I was going to say t-shirt because like titty t-shirt kind of like not onomatopoeia. Alliteration.
There you go.
It does that, but then I was like, how do I make hat that?
You rhyme. Bars. There you go.
Bars. 2 words. Bars.
How do I make hat that? Backwards hat.
Sounds like a goose.
Hat. Did you
goose.
Just make a balloon goose?
Remember the end of... Man, I thought you were a Jim Carrey fan.
I am.
Liar, liar. The bloopers in the credits.
Yeah. Yes. Goose.
Anyway, you can also follow us on Patreon, where you get 2 extra podcasts if these 2 hours were not enough for you. We have an episode already up for this month, and then another one's coming at you next week, probably on Monday or Tuesday. Yep. Make sure you check out our YouTube videos. We just posted a new one exclusive for Patreons that'll be going live in a couple weeks. The behind the scenes tour. So check that out while you still can, while it's exclusive on Patreon before it goes live for everybody. Watch all of our YouTube shorts, the ones that don't have music attached that are going to get us copyright claims so we can get more views.
Please.
And also tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, because we're getting close to 200 subs. We're at 129 right now on YouTube. We gained a couple follows on Twitch the other day. So that was pretty cool. It was off stream as well too. So thank those 2 people for following off stream. But we appreciate you guys for listening and whatnot. We are tired lads.
Yes.
And
right now it is 12:22 a.m. on Thursday.
Yeah.
So
the day that the pod came out.
Yes, the day the pod came out. It is today already. And we're not done recording it. So what you're hearing is, what time it was? Whenever you heard it that morning, it was a couple hours ago.
Yeah. But have a good work day, everybody.
Yep.
And whatnot. We're going to probably not have good ones tomorrow.
It's fine.
Judging by how late it is.
Wouldn't be the first time.
But either way, we'll catch you next week. And remember to always save before quitting. We'll see you next week. And on Friday for stream and Sunday for
the
Family Feud.
Forget up our... for the Get Off Our Deck feud.
Everybody's just clapping.
Yeah.
Super excited.
Good answer.
And there's that one guy in the green sweater that's just pissed.
He was so angry. Yo, y'all need to watch that. This is the post-credit scene. Y'all need to watch that fucking stream that we played just to hear Chris, look at my shoes. Look at my shoes.
Don't forget, look at my shoes before you go for your answer.
Like, all right. I don't even remember what we named our families.
Next up for the Boobies family. Make sure you pay attention to my pink laces.
Look at my shoes.
This is a choice, and I'm choosing for you to look at them right now, or else I'll kill you. There's a trap door underneath all of your feet.
What was the game where your family just disappeared? Like,
it was the
they're
old
dead
one.
Now.
Yeah, I pulled the lever, Kronk, and the Boobies family has perished.
Oh man, if y'all have to go back and watch that in order to understand any of what we're talking about, I understand.
Or just watch on Sunday when we do it all over again. But this time, PlayStation 1.
We're gonna be playing we're gonna do our whole roulette thing and play a bunch of games, but in our minds we're like, I'm just trying to get to the feud, man.
I just want to get to that fast money.
Exactly. Bullseye.
Hell yeah. Well, I'm gonna stop recording because it is time.
It's yes.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.